I hope you are not going to be regretting spending those points after we go through this. Chat, it's time. It is time for Caleb. And this one's going to be a doozy because this one, the title alone is terrifying. The most racist woman on financial audit. Buckle up. I think this one's going to be a doozy. If you have alcohol and you are of legal age to drink, you may want to prepare it now. Are you ready? Let's go.
I'm not racist towards anyone. Now, if you're acting like a hard R, I don't care what race you are, you're acting like a hard R.
Your black husband is in prison.
Of course. This has to make sense, dude. Don't act like it doesn't.
I live in the ghetto, and I hate all the Mexicans that work on my car there.
Good night. Listen,
You said it, not me.
Black Lives Matter started happening, and everything was going off the
We know
rails.
you don't like those.
No. No.
Sign up for the new and improved
God.
Dollarwise budgeting app. Take the free trial, and if you like it, sign up for the annual version to save a ton of money and get my budget-friendly cookbook signed by me and mailed directly to you. And for a limited time only, if you want to bundle all of my educational
This is
programs
gonna be
together
so
with
bad.
the budget app, join Dollarwise Central and save 80%. Take the trial and learn more at dollarwise.com.
Hey, my name's Stephanie. I'm 41 years old. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
Hey, this is, I'm pretty sure this is the oldest financial audit guest we have seen yet. And yeah, well, Sterk, it depends on her reasoning. It will depend upon her reasoning as to whether or not is she disliking it for the right reasons, the wrong reasons. And Merlin, I do not believe so. Out of pocket, I do not believe that she is. She just is a woman with a naturally deeper voice.
Yes, it is. Thanks for coming up from San Antonio. I really appreciate that. Listen, a part of me is kind of excited because we never really have people over like mid-30s. You know, it's rare.
Yay.
It's rare. So it's exciting to have someone closer to middle age.
Good. I'm glad. I fought really
exciting.
hard to get on here, actually. This is like the third
You
time.
fought? Were you like
yes, this is the third time.
stabbing people?
This is the third time to apply. And if y'all weren't going to accept me, first I wrote like kind of a thing. Then I didn't write anything. Then I wrote like an essay. I was ready to give you like a book if you weren't going to let me on.
Well, I don't see any of them, but I appreciate it. What do you do in San Antonio for a living?
I am mainly a swim lesson teacher and swim coach.
That's a full-time gig?
In the summer, well, I start in May and I'm still fucking teaching and I don't want to be.
Okay.
But I in the height of the summer, I work 10 hours a day outdoors at an outdoor pool.
Outside?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hot down here
Okay.
for people who don't know.
This
But
was a
you're in
mild
the pool.
summer. Okay, standing there like waist deep
That
in
helps.
like
You're
piss
still in the
water,
pool.
kind of, you know.
Well, okay, you clear.
Okay. We start off hot. Chat, I can already tell. She's gonna be a she's just gonna be a bitter bitch. Pools they can't, but like her attitude, we're starting off, I can already tell. She is going to be a bitch of a woman. Already.
I really hate this. Why are you doing
I
this?
don't. I've done it for 20 years. I really
Jeez.
enjoy it, honestly. I work with, I
Does
know.
not.
Okay, so she's schizophrenic. Because she said, I've been doing this because literally 5 seconds earlier, she just said, I fucking hate my job. And then in the next breath, she's going, I've been doing it for 20 years. I really do like it. It's like, what? What the hell? Oh, this is going to be an episode of episodes.
Sound like it.
Okay, so I've done it for 20 years. I work with people who have a lot of like fear and like I help them through their fears and
So
like
fear
touch on
swimming.
anxieties. Yeah. I get a lot of people who are super afraid, all ages. So 18 months all the way to adult.
Okay.
And then the past 5 years, I've kind of started specializing with like special needs. So nonverbal autistic, Down syndrome,
We let them swim.
just, yes. Autistic
Okay.
kids actually love
Wasn't
swimming.
talking about the
and they're pretty
autism
good.
ones.
The
Yeah.
autism one?
Oh yeah. Like autistic kids, oh, they love swimming. They fucking love swimming. It's something about feeling like I think it's something about like the all over pressure around their body of water that's just so comforting to them. Because if you didn't know, with autistic children, one of the therapeutic tools that is often recommended to utilize with autistic individuals, particularly young autistic kids, is weighted blankets. It's often suggested that a weighted blanket can help soothe an autistic individual because that pressure on their body actually gives them comfort. In fact, if any of you guys have well, some do wolf other. That's true. We can't blanket say this, but generally speaking, by and large, most autistic children do enjoy maybe not so much swimming, but simply being in water. So just like being in water, being submerged in water, not actually swimming, but just being submerged in water is very comforting to know. And outside of horror, you can use a weighted blanket. And it's like this. You can actually kind of see this like surrounding pressure at work. The Temple Grandin movie that starred Claire Danes. She actually creates a device that it's basically like stems from a a device that she saw on her aunt's farm. That was a device that would basically apply pressure to a cow around the neck, not hurting it or scaring it, but like it would close like against the sides of the cow's neck and apply pressure. But it's only enough pressure that it calmed and it soothed the cow. And when she tried it herself, she found it was very calming and soothing for her as well. So it's that whole thing of like with autistic individuals, like getting like for lack of a better word, gently squeezed on all sides can be very calming. And when you are submerged in water, you're kind of feeling that very gentle squeezing all around your body, and it can be very soothing for autistic individuals. Not necessarily like swimming per se, but just being submerged in water.
These are the funnest, and I get the most like we catch vibes. Probably because I'm a little autistic.
With autistic kids, that's nice.
But
Oh no.
so I'm emotionally burnt out on it because you can imagine it requires a huge level of patience to like be giving all your energy to someone who's super afraid and like possibly like clawing and like climbing up you. I mean, I like physically wrestle with some of them.
Yeah, and the fact that she goes, oh, I'm a bit autistic myself, immediate X to down. Immediate X to doubt of I'm a bit autistic. You're either high functioning autistic, moderately autistic, or severely autistic. There's no I'm a bit autistic. Sorry, doesn't work that way.
The autistics and the Downsies.
Yeah, the Downs.
You're tackling especially the Downs we're tackling.
If they're super afraid and they don't want to do something, yes, because we're doing it because it's saving lives, people. It's drown proofing people. So, yes, yeah.
Okay, and this is. Are you even getting paid for this right now? Because it's entering fall.
I also get paid quite well. I get paid $40 a lesson, so it's like $80 an hour that I make.
What? $80 an hour. How many hours a week?
Well, 40 hours a week.
Really?
I start in May, and it's usually about.
When does it end?
It used to end in August. So in June and July, it's definitely 40 hours a week. But then in August and May, it was closer to like maybe 20 hours a week. And then during the rest of the year, like I was a stay-at-home mom, or I would just like work.
You're a mother.
Like part-time. Yes, I have two kids. 8 and 6.
Is there a father involved in this?
Yes, my husband.
Husband?
Yeah,
Okay.
we've been married for 10 years.
Oh, we're calling him Fox. Very
That's
good.
correct.
How old is Fox?
He's 38 and I'm 41. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Okay, so
No, 37, sorry.
what's going on? What you're wait, he's 37.
37. Sorry about that. Yeah.
So what's going on? What are we talking about?
So the main issue now, and which is why I was trying to get on before all of this happened. Well, we hate illegals, but my husband suggested smuggling them, and so now we've got to figure this out.
NANI? What was that sentence? What the fuck was that sentence? We hate illegals, but all of a sudden her husband's like, let's smuggle them. I'm sorry, fucking what? Hey, not liking illegal immigrants coming into the country. With ya. I'm with ya. What? Your husband suddenly saying, and she included her husband in this dislike of illegal immigrants. Okay, I'm with you. But now all of a sudden, she gets the idea to smuggle them? To smuggle them? What? God, I hope she's gonna get into. I both hope and am terrified she's gonna get deeper into this.
Wait, no, what does that even mean?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming we're talking illegal immigration.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, you and your husband hate them, but
well, okay, we're definitely like
you're gonna
we're definitely
smuggle
like
them?
most people would consider us like extremist right wing. I don't know how
Okay.
extreme we actually are, but
I don't know.
we definitely don't.
Oh,
well,
boy.
we definitely don't agree with illegal immigration, and I'm down to like ship them back. And I heard something that like Trump is trying to pay illegals to like go back. I think that's a great idea. I'm not necessarily pro-Trump. I'm just saying that I think that's a great idea.
Is Trump too far to the left?
I think he's an independent. I don't consider him a Republican. I think he's an independent, and he's probably controlled by his little handlers, as all of them are.
Fuck.
I'm
God, we're now. She's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, fucked me. She's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, we're gonna get. Oh, God. Lord. Yes. This is appropriate right here. This is appropriate right here. I mean, like, her opinion about not liking illegal immigrants, okay? But now. Dear, like, to a degree, I see where she's going, where she's talking about Trump, because Trump, didn't he say, like, he was going to run as an independent if he didn't get the nomination or something? Back during the 2016, during the 2014 election? Something like that. I don't know. Oh boy. She watches Alex Jones, doesn't she? Oh boy.
more like I don't know. There's other people running the show besides him, but we don't need to get into Trump and
She's
all of
deep
that.
state.
Like,
Oh,
whatever.
fuck.
Well, listen, no. I mean, it's interesting because you said some people call me far right, but I don't know if I'd call myself far right.
To me, I'm more moderate, but nowadays
well,
it's
moderate
like
on what spectrum?
Well, if
because
you-
we've had a lot of far left. It's about
Right.
time I have a far right.
I mean,
It's pretty
I'm-
exciting.
I mean, my husband's half black, but he's also kind of like, I think like
Is this
white
like saying you
people
have
are
a
better
black
than
friend?
black people.
Huh? He says black.
God, in case you missed what she just said, she said her husband's half black. And even he thinks white people are better than black people. And you want to hear the scary part? That's not the first time I've heard someone say that. That is black. Now, this is not me agreeing with it in any way, shape, or form. But there are people out there, black people out there, that say on social media, either YouTube or Twitter, that say that white people are better than black people. And my suspicion is the individuals that I've seen that say that on social media, I think that stems from basically being exposed to too many individuals that are gangbangers or gangbanger wannabes, and seeing the behavior of those individuals just acting like fools, of those specific individuals, and these people are basically taking this tiny subset of ghetto rats or gangsta fucks, and they're taking that tiny subset and applying it to like black people in total. No, I don't think that they're acting, Keneal. No, it was, well, okay, not acting isn't pretending. I mean, they are behaving, okay? Let's colloquialisms here. But they're taking that tiny subset of people that, like, just, the ghetto trash and everything, and they're basically applying them to black people in their entirety and coming up with the idea of, oh yes, white people are better than black people because these individuals think that all black people act like the ghetto pieces of shit that are so popular to view on social media. I have to wonder if her husband is of the same kind of people that I've seen on social media making these fucking statements, where they just think like they're. He gets so exposed. Both of them probably get so exposed to the worst of social media, which is why social media is so fucking dangerous these days. Is because all it's doing. Social media is designed to elicit emotion, and so that's how the algorithms. That's how the algorithms work. They want to elicit heightened emotion from you, and so they're going to push as much negativity as humanly possible at you to elicit that heightened emotion. And part of that negativity is going to be pushing a lot of like video footage, posts by people that are like ghetto rats or gangsta thugs or basically the worst of the worst. And it twists the mind if you are of a weak mind, and it twists you up and makes you think like, oh, all black people are like this, all Hispanic people are like this, all white people are like this, you see where I'm going with this. So my guess is that they're probably like hooked into social media so deeply, they're only seeing the worst of the worst, and they apply that to literally everybody in that specific ethnicity.
People are better than black people?
No, white people are, but he doesn't really have a racial home because his mom is white and his dad is black, and he was raised by his dad who is black. And the only racism he's ever experienced has been actually from black people because he's not black enough, whatever that means.
Okay.
Because he
I've
talks
heard
like
that
some
before.
white gamer nerd who's read like the Warren Report. So
I've heard that before. Yeah, it did. Yeah, this is making sense. If he's been ostracized by the black community and they've told him you're not black enough, which I've also seen before. You're correct. This is something I have seen before, where people are like people that even those that are not like of mixed ethnicity will basically be told by one half, even both halves of their dual ethnicities, and they say, you are not X enough, or you are not Y enough. Like, it's a fucking purity test. They're literally fucking purity testing these people, and it's fucking disgusting that this happens. Because then those people that are facilitating the purity test are racists. That's the crazy part. Is the people that do this bullshit purity test and say you're not black enough, for the sake of example, those people are racists. They're literally judging a person by the color of their skin. And that is literally racism. So it's kind of ironic that they cry they're victims of racism when they are racist themselves, which is pretty fucking common these days, honestly.
he's kind of the weirdest person you'll ever meet.
Well, answer me this. How often do you drop the hard R?
The hard R?
Oh, you know the hard R.
Jokes or what? What is the hard R?
The N word.
Oh, all the time, like on the daily. He is one.
Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna point out something possibly controversial. Now, is she dropping N-bombs in an actual racist way? Or is she dropping N-bombs in the way that Black people do, where they use it as a term of familiarity? Because that does make a difference. No, regardless of what people like to try and pretend, context matters here. Now, if she's dropping the N-bomb in a racist way, okay, go fuck yourself. Then you're being a flat-out racist. But if she's dropping an N-bomb in a familial way, like you see amongst with Black people when they talk when they will talk to each other and they will call each other the N-word all the time, just as a familial kind of expression that's not racist in any way, then there's nothing wrong with it. Now, granted, we are probably going to hear, my guess is it's going to come out that she's probably, being used in a racist way. But context matters on this. Okay, when you have a white person that uses the N-word, but they use it in the same way as Black people do when they're just conversating with one another and they're using it as just like a term of affection or whatever, then honestly, you have absolutely no room to scream racism. If the word is used in that way, and Hawk, I disagree with this. Again, with proper context. If she's using the N-bomb as an expression of racism, fuck her up. I'm with you. Fuck her up if she's using it in a racist context. If she's using it in a conversational, familial way that we hear all the fucking time when Black people talk to one another, no, you have no justification to call her racist. If it's being used in that way, you don't have justification. There is zero justification whatsoever for anybody to call anyone racist if they use the N-word in a familial, conversational way and not in a racist way. Because if you do, then that means you yourself are being racist if you call someone a racist for that. Because then you are date-keeping words behind a race or ethnicity, which in and of itself is saying only this ethnicity can use this word because we say so. That's racist. That's it. Context is everything here. If you use it in a way that is decidedly racist, okay, fuck you. You're on your own. You're racist. You commence the dog pile. But if you're using it in a conversational way that is decidedly not racist, you have no justifiable reason to say fuck all about it. If Black people will continue to use this word in a familial way, in a conversational way, with no repercussions whatsoever, then you have zero right to tell anyone that they cannot, anyone else that is not Black, that they cannot use it in that same familial way. You have zero right to call them racist. And when you do, that means that you are racist. Now me, I don't use it in any way, shape, or form because I find it very uncomfortable, and I still view it as a racist connotation back from like the 40s and 50s during the race riots. So I will not use it in and of myself. That's me. Even in a familiar way, I will not use it because I'm not comfortable saying it. But someone who is comfortable saying it in a familiar way or in a conversational way that is not used in a racist context, I think that should be perfectly fine, and there should be no repercussions for that until the black community writ large says this word is racist. It should never be used. Until that happens, they should not be able to say fuck all to anyone else that uses that word in the same context that they do when they're just bullshitting with one another. That's my take.
He would say that.
Possible giggle
We
figures
judge
possible.
everyone based on their character and not their color. But
I can appreciate that.
but-
I'm not necessarily dropping hard R's though.
well, not like to someone's face, but in the privacy of our own home, yeah.
Oh, and to him.
Well, yeah, but that's fine.
Okay, I'm still confused by the.
Okay. If you're not comfortable using it in public with other people, but you're comfortable with using it at home, you're starting to edge towards the racist usage of it. Yeah, maybe she is using it in the non-racist context when they talk about it at home. I don't know. Maybe she will expound upon it. And if that is the case, maybe she's just not comfortable saying it in public because she's worried they'll jump her if she does. Who knows? I don't know, but yeah, Fat Man, the thing is maybe her husband does. Because it sounds like she's saying her husband uses it frequently. If her husband's going to use it when they're at home, I mean, like, I can kind of understand why she would kind of join in on that if he's using it at home but not in public. But I mean, the bottom line is, if you really find it that distasteful to use in public, then neither of them should use it at all. One guy, I don't think so. She hasn't said so, but God only knows where this is gonna go.
We hate illegal immigrants, so we tried to smuggle them. And
Yes.
that's why we're trying to clean things up.
So
from this.
he's incredibly confused too. Basically, this was like a result of money desperation. He has been through a lot of. We can get into if you want. We don't have to. He felt like if I can just get this big chunk of money, this is gonna make up for all this stuff. Like we need this. Like this is gonna help us set on the right foot. Like. At the time, he was just working like a janitor job at a church for like $10 an hour. And he's like, if I could just get some money, like that's going to make up for so much and all these bad things that I've done. And so.
Things that I've done.
Right.
Like,
well, there's been like substance abuse stuff and different things. He's just had a lot
In which half of him did that?
He's had a lot of mental health issues, which he's currently working on.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, he's not someone who's like a victim mentality. It's like, no, I did this. I f***ed up, and now this sucks because he's like, oh, because of greed, I'm gonna real quick get like $4,000, and I'm just gonna give these people a ride
By smuggling.
Well, they didn't tell him it was that, and it was through like I don't know.
Wait,
some
this was already
app.
done?
Yeah.
Wait, this was done.
FBI, open up!
So she just admitted on Cabled Show, which has been broadcast now, that her husband committed a crime. One of the most hot-button crimes in America today. I would say no, because well, I shouldn't say that. It depends on how involved she was with it. If he just did this all on his own, she would not be considered a co-conspirator. But she just admitted that he did this on one of the top shows on YouTube right now, that her husband committed a crime of illegal immigration.
You are made of stupid.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, hold the f on. Tell me what happened.
Because he's in prison right now, which is why he's not here filming.
Your black husband is in prison.
Of course. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Black Daddy's in jail. Who knew?
But really time to think if she's playing into the bit or if she really is this fucked in the head. Because it's entirely possible she could just be playing into a bit about the whole quote unquote black guy. Of course, he's in jail. She could be playing into a bit, or she could be actually this fucked in the head. It could be both, Mechanist. You're right. It could very well be both right now.
No.
Yes.
It's a
Yeah.
Congo. We're watching
Which
it
we
on
joked
YouTube.
about regularly.
Oh, I'm.
And because in jail, they do it, well, it's actually federal prison. And because they do it like by race, like you have to have, like, okay, so when you go into the
What?
prison, they, they ask you to be part of a car, which is like who you ride with. So it's
Who
like,
does? Who asks you that?
when
the prison?
when you're an inmate, all the people come up to you and they're like, hey dude, like what car do you want to be in? And so it's like the blacks tried to claim him and he was like,
Okay, hang on. Oh, sorry, I took a drink and it down the wrong pipe. Okay. No. This is prison gang bullshit. She's talking prison gang shit here. She made it sound like the prisons themselves were separating them by race, but no, this is literally just prison gang shit. Which, yes, she's not wrong about that. Prison gangs absolutely do have like a level of segregation between, with like ethnicities, or if you're in a part of an established gang, there happens to be that gang in the prison. Yeah, this has come. It's just the way she initially put it sounded like the prison guards themselves were like separating people by race. It's not. It's typical prison gang shit right now.
no, I'm not. And then the whites were like,
Well,
well,
he
you're-
doesn't like black people.
right, which is why he was like, no, I'm not going to ride with y'all. And then like the whites were like, well, I mean, we're down with you because you're basically a racist, but like you're black, we can't take you. And so the car he's in is called, I think it's like Solana or Solano, which is like you're independent. And apparently the child molesters have their own car, but they're in their own separated camp.
And he's not in that.
He is not in that.
Jesus fuck.
Each of the cars has their own TV at the prison that they are allowed to watch. So it's like the blacks are all in one corner watching one TV, and then the whites are over here, and the Solanas have and I guess the child molesters have their own TV at their own camp, which is separated. And then we were joking it's probably on Disney Channel because it would be.
So when did this happen?
For God's
Operation
sake.
Over the Border.
So he was arrested. Okay, so this was July of 2024. So last year he was arrested on July 1st.
It was during Biden's administration.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how the politics of it all plays out, but like basically he is like he's like, what kind of fucked up person am I that I'm gonna go against my own belief system just for like some money? But I guess that's,
Well, you guys self-confessed hate illegal immigrants.
well, hate's a strong word, but I'm
Bitch, you said literally hate. That you literally opened this with, we hate illegal immigrants. That was her fucking, oh, I'm drinking. Fuck, we're only a few minutes in and I'm drinking. God damn it, this is gonna be a long night. Oh my God. Chat, this is gonna be a very long night. I'm drinking. Strays to your mental health.
mean, we're very anti-illegal immigration. If you want to move here, great. There's all kinds of legal means to do it. Please do that.
I
Be
think,
an
I think
American,
everyone likes
but-
the legal route. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Right. So if you're gonna like come illegally over here and be like, oh no, this is so hard and they're doing all this mean stuff to me and separating me from my children, it's like, well, you kind of broke the law. That's why is like, yeah, I'm in here and this is my own fault. Like there's no one to feel sorry for me. Like this is what I get because this was
Maybe, like, her stance on illegal immigration, I get it. I get like her stance on illegal immigration is not like crazy. It's not like they're like the whole thing about separating the children from the parents. That's emotionally speaking, that's very complicated, and I don't even want to delve into that because that we'll go wildly off fucking track with that one, talking about the whole thing of illegal immigrants, the parents getting separated from the kids. That is a whole different thing. We're not going to discuss that. But but in regards to illegal immigration, I mean, her not liking illegal immigration, I'm sorry, I see nothing wrong with that attitude. I don't see anything wrong with the attitude of I don't want illegal immigrants coming into the country. If you want to come into the country, you have to do it the correct way. And if you come in illegally, you should be deported. Nothing about that mindset is wrong. There's nothing with that mindset that is improper or incorrect. Again, children and parents getting separated, whole different thing. We're not even going to get into that.
Stupid. And now I'm here. And so that happened last year. He was in the holding tank it was basically 4 illegal immigrants for 2 months. He got super sick. He actually developed MRSA. If you don't know what that is, it's like advanced staph infection. Then they were like, well, if he needs medical help, like you're going to have to bail him out. And so he didn't want to be bailed out. He just wanted to sit.
I'm sorry, I'm calling bullshit. I'm sorry, I am 100% calling bullshit. If a prisoner requires medical attention, a prisoner receives medical attention. I don't know what happy horse shit this bitch is trying to peddle right now. Of saying, oh, if he's sick, you're the ones that need to bail him out. No, fuck no. Every prisoner, if they are sick, if they need medical treatment, if they have a chronic condition that they need care for, they will receive that care. So, bullshit.
So that was a fucking lie.
Help, like you're going to have to bail him out. And so he didn't want to be bailed out. He just wanted to sit there and like serve the time. So they bailed him out. I bailed him out for $1,200.
She said, okay.
I bailed him out for $1,200. And then I had to rush him to emergency services in San Antonio. And then he had emergency surgery. That lasted for.
I mean, if he was to the degree that he needed emergency surgery, no. Nope. No, she's fucking lying. This no. There's something else going on here that she's not saying. The space in between, it doesn't matter if he's already serving a sentence or if he's awaiting trial. If he is in a secure facility, a jail or a prison, doesn't matter which one, and he requires medical care, especially emergency medical care, he will receive that medical care. He will either receive it in the jail or in the prison infirmary itself, or if it's something where he requires surgery, they will transport him to the hospital. He will have a guard with him at all times. He will probably be handcuffed to his bed the entire time, but he will receive that medical care. So there's something in this story that she's not saying. Yeah, Fatman, depending on the prison, yes, there is like at least an infirmary of sorts where medical care can be done. I doubt there's a surgery suite. If he required surgery, most prison hospitals, I would say probably don't have a surgery suite because obviously you need to have sharp implements there, which presents a safety risk. So it would be, they would, for any surgical issues, the prisoners would be transported to the local hospital to have their surgical work conducted there under guard. So she's not saying something. There's something in this story that she's not saying because out of pocket, everything she just said is bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
however long.
Okay,
He got better. He
okay,
started working,
wait,
and now
okay.
the sentencing happened in May of this year, and now he went to jail in August.
For
of
how
this
long
year.
is he in jail?
He's going to be in there probably until the summer. The sentence is 18 months, but it's probably going to be closer to 10 months.
Okay, that's not
Sorry, that was a lot.
oddly not that crazy for enforcing smuggling.
Well, it's the charge.
they
I
probably
think is
reduced it.
conspiracy, technically.
Yeah, I feel like that should be punished a little heavier.
He didn't cross any
No.
borders. So they were already in Texas and they were going from one Texas city to another Texas city, which I
was a facilitator. So he basically snatched them up from the coyotes and transported them to another city. So the coyote crossed the border, met him, he loaded them up into his vehicle, brought them to another location. Yeah, so it's gonna be a lesser charge because he didn't actually help them cross the border. He just facilitated their stay in. Actually, Atanashi, I'm guessing it's probably a misdemeanor. Given the fact that he's only getting 10 months, they probably charged him with a misdemeanor, not a felony. Because if it was a felony, minimum is 1 year. It's felony to most felonies on the lower side are typically between 1 to 3 years in prison. He's getting 10 months, so the chances are they did a misdemeanor conspiracy. Yeah, they set him to 18 months. But she didn't. Did she say jail or prison? Because if she said jail, that's misdemeanor. Jail's misdemeanor, prison is felony. Although, given how she's an unreliable narrator at this point, maybe he actually is in a prison and not a jail. Yeah, federal. That's right. That's true. It's federal prison. It's federal. I don't know. The problem is she's an unreliable narrator at this point. That's a big part of the problem. She's an unreliable narrator because already she said a few things that are absolute bullshit right now. So, who knows?
think is
So he
why.
internally smuggled.
Yes.
But no. The reason I asked that original question before we went down that and you started explaining your beliefs a little more, I'm saying you hate illegal immigrants, self-confessed, yet he got arrested for smuggling them internally.
He went
This
against
makes
what,
no sense, and I'm confused.
Yeah.
And now we're
Well, Caleb, the answer's simple. They care more about money than they do their racism. Kind of like everybody that takes up a cause. When presented with money, you'll drop the cause like it's hot to get that back. That's what it boils down to. They're like, oh, we hate illegals. We hate illegals. I'll give you $4,000 to drive this group of illegals from one town to another. I'm fine with illegals. I'll drive them to the other town. Yeah. Basically, their principles can be sold at a relatively low price, considering you only got $4,000 from it. So she's righteous about hating illegals, but they're fine if they're gonna make money off of them. I mean, yeah.
because of that.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense.
I
You know,
think,
that's like the most pro-life person offering abortions in their back room.
yeah, well,
Like that doesn't make any sense.
I told him not to do it. By the way, this wasn't a secret. Like he told me, and I was like,
Probably
"Do not do this. Why are we doing this?"
Your
We are-
husband.
Yes.
You told him not to, and then he
yes.
did.
Yes. Yes. So he's like, "We just need this money." I'm like, "But we don't. It's not that bad."
So maybe he's not so hard against illegal immigrants as you thought. Hey, that's entirely possible, but maybe he's not so diehard anti-immigrant as you are. He just hasn't said so. That's a possibility.
And then he did it anyway.
Okay. Is his money-making opportunities, and I would suggest yes. After this, what is it? What does he have? Felony?
I told him if this didn't work out, that I get the biggest I told you so of my life. And he's like, deal.
That doesn't pay the bills.
I got the biggest I told you so of my life. Well,
Also
and
doesn't pay the
yeah,
bills.
you're 100% correct. He has a permanent felony on his record. It can't be expunged as far
felony.
as I know. I've looked into it. He's looked into it. He has a federal felony for the rest of his life now.
He was smuggling people. I mean,
I don't want any sympathy, and neither does he. I want solutions to how to fix this.
Well, one half of the household not working, one definitely not bringing in money right now, other than
Right.
pennies for maybe
Which
any
is why
kind
I
of
was
labor.
trying to get in before he went in so we could try to make a plan, but that didn't happen.
I
so
don't
now
know
he's
how we missed
in.
you.
Right.
That's a
well,
flaw in the casting system, I'll tell you that.
They told me there was some issues because I got ghosted. I was like going through the process and then I like got ghosted and I was very sad. But I'm here now, so.
So what was he making? You said like $10 an hour?
No, well, okay, so he's an electrician's apprentice. So when he has solid work, which he pretty much has for the past 5 years,
Now with the
he
felony?
makes, before that, he's made anywhere from 21 to 24 an hour with benefit.
And well, with benefits, now that's going to be interesting to see.
Wait, hold on. Chat, am I crazy? Or did she start this whole thing off saying that he was a janitor at a church? Am I fucking crazy? Or is that not how she opened it? Where Caleb asked, what does he do? And she said, well, he's a janitor at a church and he gets $10 an hour. Now, all of a sudden, he's an electrician's apprentice? Making 20 to 25 bucks an hour with benefits? Where the fuck did this come from? This just came out of fucking nowhere. And all of a sudden, he's an electrician's apprentice that actually makes good money. So why... what the fuck? I need a drink. Oh, God. Oh, what the fucking...
Where he lands after all this is said and done.
He can still get hours through the Texas trade licensing. I don't think the felony will affect it, but it just depends on what company you're working for. He still hasn't finished his apprenticeship hours. So you need 7,000 hours to take the journeyman's license.
No, Tanasi, I'm still working. I didn't just down the first drink. I've been sipping on my first drink. Don't worry. Don't worry. I am drinking responsibly. Don't worry.
And he has 5,500.
How are you going to pay your bills now that swimming season's coming to a close?
Doing swimming lessons in
But it's coming to a close.
October.
It's coming to a close, is it not?
Yes. Okay, here's my
You can do some
issue.
indoor YMCA.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have another pool that I work out of that I can do indoor lessons, but I'm so burnt out from wrestling spurgs that like I need a break, dude. I could cry thinking about it. I'm so drained from all of this.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
I've been doing this for way too long.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
And now, but it's like, okay, well, we've got to pay bills, so like, do what you got to do.
Xanax, she called them spurgs. Oh, God.
And so that's why I'm still at the pool doing it. Now, when November comes, I am going to take a break and I have like some organizing gigs like through different people because that's kind of what I usually do during the year is
do you
like.
call your 8 and 6-year-old N-words?
No.
Little N-words?
No.
Just wanted to make sure.
That'd be a
'cause-
bit much.
Huh?
That'd be a bit much.
That'd be a bit much. Okay. Okay. So what would you want to do
So
if
she
not
got standards.
tackling Down syndrome kids?
Um,
Do you like help once you know someone's an illegal immigrant? Like,
Hello? 100% lying. Federal felony for violation, penalty, no fines again, a commercial fine up to $250,000, and/or imprisonment for up to 5 years per alien. We find it. Okay, well, Andrea, bearing in mind, that is the letter of the law. My guess is to get a guilty plea, the prosecuting attorney did a plea deal. That'd be my guess. And yeah, don't forget, this is, you know, if this is this statute for within, because yeah, he did not move them across the border. Someone else did. He just picked them up. Okay, well, my guess, because don't forget, she said that they charged him with like conspiracy, which is probably a lesser crime than that. They obviously worked out a deal with the prosecuting attorney to secure a guilty plea with the tie. That's probably that's undoubtedly what happens. They worked out a plea deal.
Like,
How would you know that?
no. Once you know someone's like a dreamer, do you like just let them drown?
No one is gonna tell me, "Hi, I'm here to swim and I'm a dreamer." Like,
But
no
if you
one-
found out,
She's not answering the
No,
question.
I mean, no. I'm Catholic. We're not allowed to do that. Even if you.
I am not confident in that. No. I am not confident in that. No. That she just said that if one of her kids was revealed to be a dreamer, that she wouldn't just like fuck off. That was a very light. No.
Hi, I'm here to swim and I'm a dreamer. Like,
but
no
if you
one-
found out,
No, I mean, no. I'm Catholic. We're not allowed to do that. Even if you want to, you're not allowed to do that.
okay, even if you want to, okay.
Hey, that's being for real.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I mean, I have a direct quote from your application.
Oh boy, here we go.
I actually I lost it. It was there for a second, but it was like every single person on your show's a liberal, and I want you to finally have a normal guest.
Yes.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Yeah.
Yes. I watch a lot. I've
you,
seen a
anonymous
lot of
gifter.
episodes. I've even
Thank
gone to
you.
like the first, like some of the first like ones, which is kind of neat. You're a little bit younger and it's fun.
So are you gonna stay with this guy?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
I know this
well,
sounds.
yeah, she's a racist, so why wouldn't she stay with her racist husband? It sounds like a fucking match made in heaven, for God's sake.
Like, oh well, he's black down in prison, but it's like he's
From
actually
you.
well, right.
I'm not saying that. I'm
He's-
seeing a lower income committed felony.
He's a great dad. He was a great provider. He is 100% dedicated to me and the kids.
How did he find this job?
Through some terrible app. I forget what.
It's an app?
Through
What?
WhatsApp?
Through WhatsApp.
I
There's
think,
a
yeah.
chain.
Okay, yeah.
He found a chain.
Sorry,
in WhatsApp.
I'm like slightly boomer. I don't know. The app called whatever.
It's okay.
Yes, that is how
God.
he got it.
So, what are you bringing in on average on a monthly basis? What can I put down as your income, especially now it just headed into the colder
This is what's
season?
insane. So it was.
Garrett, I'm guessing it's not actually WhatsApp. It's some kind of, maybe it was some kind of, I'm guessing that there was probably, he found it on like a website or something, and the website directed him to a third-party app of some sort to message, or maybe he found it on he found this on some kind of website, and it said to message this number on WhatsApp because WhatsApp is end-to-end encrypted. So maybe that's what it was. Like he used WhatsApp to facilitate his contact, but he probably got the contact from online or something.
Was at like 1,500 per week, and now I don't even know
Too scary
what
guy.
I'm gonna. I have no idea what I'm gonna make. Like I have 4 jobs where I'm gonna be making like probably $20 an hour, and I'll probably get like at least maybe 40 hours from it. But I'm like flying
Which
by
is
the seat of
not
my pants
bad.
because that's another thing. It's like I've already tried to apply at a bakery I used to work at, and they were like, no. I'm like, I have all this experience. Like, why? And I think I have a pretty good resume.
When did you work there?
In 2006. It's been a while.
And did you call some of the N-word when they tried to hand you
Hey.
change?
No, I'm actually a great cashier because I love shooting the people, and I'm very friendly.
Or shooting some of the sketchier ones when they come in,
I treat everyone equally as I see them.
as you see them. Okay.
Phrasing.
Now, how you see them, that's a question. Okay. So we don't even know what to put for your income right now?
No.
No, Mote, it wasn't a daycare, it was a bakery. That wasn't a daycare that she applied to and they went, no, it was literally just a bakery that she worked at back in 2006.
And I
Because
also
you
try
bring
to
in
go
income, we just don't know.
I also try to go to because I will make it happen because I've been like this my whole life, and I will make it happen. It's not like, oh, I can't find a job, so whatever. Like, no, I will find.
Do you have a
something.
degree?
I have 108 credit hours and no degree.
Okay, credit hours from when?
From between the years of 2002 to 2014.
Jesus.
Okay, well, they're all over 10 years old, so they're not going to be.
Which is what
able to be used
before I
anywhere.
came last week, I tried to look into this to see if, okay, is there a few classes I could take to try to get an associate's to try to like, I don't know, at least have that. And I actually was going to do the course careers like.
I'll get you one for free, yeah.
Well, I was going to do it without you. And then I was like, oh my God, it's $500. Like, what if this doesn't work? Then I've just like wasted
Discount
$500.
our link, but yeah.
Well,
Well, it's not a waste. It's continued education.
I just don't want to make. I don't want to make another bad decision.
Wait. Fucking wait. Why is she suddenly starting to cry? Where the fuck did this come from? That all of a sudden now she's like, oh, now I'm gonna cry. Where the fuck did this come from? This came out of nowhere. Yeah, I think she's trying. Like, let me see her face again. Hang on.
Get you one for free, yeah.
Well, I was going to do it without you. And then I was like, oh my God, it's $500. Like, what if this doesn't work? Then I've just like wasted
Discount
$500.
our link, but yeah.
Well,
Well, it's not a waste. It's continued education.
I just don't want to make. I don't want to make another bad decision. Like,
He's forcing it. Look at her. Okay. You can tell. Look at this. Look at the way she's crunching up her face. You see? See the way she's the way her forehead's crinkling up, and we're seeing the like the squeezing on the upper bridge of the nose here. She's trying to force the tears. I don't know why. Like literally, I don't know why she's suddenly trying to pull the tears out like this. Like, why all of a sudden is she going for a sympathy bid here? We haven't even hit the financial audit part of it. So I have no idea why or where the fuck this is coming from.
Decision. Like, I want to make sure that whatever I'm like moving forward is actually going to like pay off, because if I go to school and want to study like lesbian dance, like that's amazing. But babe, you're not going to.
The tears just fucking went away. What am I hearing right now? Listen, she gets the "I'm on the verge of tears" sound, and then all of a sudden, at the snap of a finger, they're gone. Just listen.
I don't want to make another bad decision. Like, I want to make sure that whatever I'm like moving forward is actually going to like pay off, because if I go to school and want to study like lesbian dance, like that's amazing. But babe, you're not going to.
Haircut.
I think I.
Like, come on. Why the hell did she suddenly go on the verge of crying, and then all of a sudden it's fucking gone? Like, literally, like, snap of a finger, her voice went from, I don't want to make a bad decision, but, you know, if I wanted to go to school and study lesbian dance, like, come on. What the hell? Like, why? This is too early for her to be pulling out the sympathy card. Because as she was doing this, Caleb was like, we're going to help you out and give you this or give you this to help you out as she's doing that. So this doesn't make sense. Why she would pull this out? Well, King, she probably just pulled out like some bullshit liberal arts type degree that so many people get these days. Hang on a second, my heat's too warm. Surprisingly enough, my heater was up a little bit too. I had to go check down. Yeah, I think she just like threw out like I think she just threw out the most liberal sounding fucking degree that just popped into her head. Because there are some colleges, although it is in New York and not in Texas, where apparently students can literally just make up their own fucking degrees. I don't fucking know.
Do you look like a lesbian? I really hate my hair right now.
Yeah.
I had to cut it off because of all the chlorine.
Oh, that's not good.
I know.
Okay.
You can call me a lesbian.
Swim cap.
It's fine.
Thank you. Look, private student loans to grandma. Why refi? They interest rates are so you easily as whereas me having a better kid. I'm sorry and see how
Sorry,
like
Caleb.
going forward.
90 is not the retirement plan you night dreamed of.
But yeah, I just want to make sure that like going forward, like I'm not pouring money into something because even if it's $500,
You said
that's
another
a lot.
mistake. What was the mistake that you're saying?
I don't know, dropping out of school the multiple times that I
dropped out.
did.
But I stayed focused. I
No,
focused up
dude,
afterwards.
no, I was like taking bong rips and like partying until I was like 30. And then it's like, oh, well, now.
It's interesting. You
Oh.
look like HOA lesbian, head of HOA, but you just partied, smoked, dropped out, didn't take school seriously. So
Yeah.
you seem like the furthest left person ever. But
Yeah.
then you have positions from the right as well. You are
I'm
hard to
dude,
place into
it's
a.
all you can't. I'm all over the place. I'm an ex-hip.
And this is why political leanings don't matter too much. She acts like a quote unquote liberal, but her ideology is quote unquote far right. People can't be painted with a single brush. Yeah, bong rips, yeah. Oh yeah, she was a fucking druggie and a party girl until she was 30. You're right, Hawk. It explains so fucking much. Like, how much did those drugs permanently fuck up her braid to where she is now? So, yeah, she's gonna say ex-hippie. She is.
You are hard to place into
it's
a.
all you can't. I'm all over the place. I'm an ex-hippie. I used to have like dreads and hairy armpits. I've been
Bitch, hippies were not a thing since the 70s. 60s and 70s, that's when hippies were a thing. We have not seen actual hippies since then. The people that dress like hippies are pretending to be hippies. Let's not fuck with it. Okay? There was a time back in like the early mid 2000s where the whole quote unquote hippie culture was coming back, where you dress like a hippie and the girls don't shave your armpits because that's what the hippies back in the 60s did. And she was fad chasing. Back then, she was fad chasing, and it was also probably because the quote unquote hippies were all smoking weed, and she just wanted access to the weed, is what my guess is. She just wanted access to the weed. Unless you're going into a career that requires a degree, you don't need college. The opera, I agree. We're starting to hear that more and more. Is that unless you're looking for an actual degree necessary occupation, like a doctor, a lawyer, scientist, anything of that nature where you do legitimately need a degree in order to practice your craft, yes, you're right. A degree is not a college is not necessary for you to be successful in the modern day. You can go into a trade. You can basically become you can be a driver. I know a lot of you guys are truck drivers. You can be a truck driver. You can do that without getting a degree. Absolutely correct. Unless you are going to be doing a literal white-collar job or be something in the medical or scientific fields, you don't really need a degree anymore. It's not necessary.
like 10 rainbow gatherings. Like I was the most left-leaning person you probably ever meet.
What changed?
2016 came and everyone was like, if you don't hate Trump, you're like the devil. And I'm like, I don't care about Trump. He's probably like, who cares? Like, I don't even know.
Well,
really
a lot of people care about politics.
I don't even know what his policies are. So I'm not
Well,
just
you
going
can
to
look 'em up.
I'm not going to, but all the people who are telling
Blind
me
hate.
this
Yeah, blind hate's
are blind
stupid.
hate.
Blind hate's stupid.
And I wouldn't buy into the blind hate. And so it's like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
And they like started slowly like separating. Well, it was just like, hey, we're married and we have a kid. Oh, you can't come to the bar?
Okay.
No, dude, we have a newborn. Like, what do you mean? I can't go to the bar and like, oh, we have a house show this weekend. Great, we won't be there. Like, we're adults now. And so
Okay.
then like Black
How's
Lives
this-
Matter started happening, and
Okay, this is not explaining. This is still not explaining how she went from hippie love to racism. This is still not explaining it. She said, "Oh, when Trump hit the ballot in 2014, and everybody was, as she put, blind hating on Trump, and she's like, I don't give a fuck." That still doesn't explain how she went from hippie to racism. There's no correlation there so far. I mean, we'll find out. Now she's getting into the Black Lives Matter thing, so maybe, who knows? Maybe it was the Black Lives Matter thing that ended up being a turning point for her.
and so then like Black Lives Matter started happening, and everything was going off
we
the
know
rails.
you don't like those.
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's
Go on.
the
Now
whole
why?
thing is bullshit, and who is black also thinks it's bullshit.
Right?
And
We
his,
went way too woke. I think everyone agrees on that, and we've come back to a normal place.
well,
Absolutely.
but in the middle of when everyone was going woke, and if you weren't woke, you were basically like some mean, terrible, every hate word person.
Well, no one,
Yeah.
I
no
wasn't
one takes
buying
those people
into it.
seriously
I
anymore.
was never buying into. Okay, but it took 10 years.
2020.
Okay, so I think from the sound of it, she got radicalized. That's what it sounds like. She got radicalized. She was all about hippie love, and then she got with her husband. They had a newborn, they had a child, and she tried to be responsible, and then she got caught up in the political extremes that happened starting in 2014. She got caught up in that, and so she did, and I don't know if she just said fuck it, or if she just got caught into it and was just disgusted, because again, I've talked about this. Yeah, basically the rise in the woke, the rise in the SJAs basically turned her to an extreme of the opposite direction. So basically, the rise of the SJAs activated her, and her own friend group tried her because they went SJA, and she's like, I do not give a fuck. I'm just trying to be a normal adult. And so because they went after her, she said, well, these people over on this side aren't coming after me, so I'm gonna go hang out with them. And she went into the race camp. Now, like her whole thing. Now, I wish she'd expounded. I wish she'd expounded more on why she hates BLM, because I'm in agreement. Like, BLM got very quickly, like almost from the moment it hit the scene, got twisted into a racist organization. Let's not fuck with it. Almost as soon as they hit the scene, BLM got turned into an actual racist organization where it became black people great, everyone else is terrible, especially white people. White people are horrible people. And so, like, I don't disagree with her about BLM being a shit show and being a piece of shit organization. And yeah, and they went violent. There was all of the riots that resulted from their protests. Gemini, I don't say SJW. SJW is social justice warrior. I don't consider them warriors by any stretch of the fucking imagination. The veterans who we are honoring today, like in the UK, those are warriors. The Marines that we'll be honoring tomorrow, they are warriors. The veterans that we will be honoring on Tuesday for Veterans Day and Remembrance Day, they are warriors in the pure sense of the word. These pieces of shit are not warriors. They're activists. So I call them SJAs, or social justice activists. So that's why I call them. But yeah, so basically it's all this talk that like where I was referring to, I talked about this so much before. There's been so much fucking polarization since 2014 that it is literally ripped people into different camps. You're either on the SJA DEI side of open the fucking floodgates and let every illegal immigrant in, and white people are evil because, yes, the SJAs are all about white people are terrible. Even the white SJAs say white people are evil. And then you've got the other side, which is just like, all black people are hood rats and all Mexicans are illegal immigrants. We've gone into both extremes. And yes, I know, ACAB, yes, Dren. Oh, yes, that's the SJA side is the ACAB. It's this extreme polarization, and it sounds like she got caught up in the polarization because of the people surrounding her, and she basically got activated. She got pulled into the extreme side where she hates immigrants and I guess black people, and just got she got pulled into extremism because everything is so fucking polarized. That's why I make a concerted effort not to basically look too extreme at one side or the other. It's why I try to keep an even keel on all the issues.
Okay. It was happening before 2020.
No, well, yeah, sure, but like the ultra, like, just like kill someone if they don't fully
Yeah, but
believe with you, like 2020.
I watched it happening.
sure.
And right. And so the whole time I've been like, no. And then of course COVID, and it's like all the people I was friends with were like punk rockers with like spikes on their jacket and all of that, anti-establishment, blah, 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 blah. And then
Oh,
it's like the
fuck.
Who do you
government.
watch?
What do you mean, who do I watch?
Are you an Alex Jones girly, Nick Fuentes?
Oh, Alex
You used to be
Jones.
Dean
Alex Jones
Withers.
is like Uncle Alex Jones.
Okay. Camera guy and editing guy, why were you just showing me her chest? Like, why were you showing me her chest and her necklace? And yeah, I know, she's about to say I love Alex Jones.
Oh,
Oh,
Alex
You used to be
Jones.
Dean
Alex Jones
Withers.
is like,
is that a tooth? Yeah, is that teeth? Am I seeing a regular tooth and possibly a gold tooth right here? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? That looks like a fucking tooth. And that maybe, I don't know about that one, but that looks like a tooth.
Uncle Alex Jones. We all love him. We've known him forever. You can only take
And
half
there
of
it
what he
is.
says. I mean,
And there it is. She loves Alex Jones. And I've heard a lot of people go, oh, Alex Jones actually knows what he's talking about. It's like, is anybody surprised that she loves Alex Jones? Honesty time. Is anybody surprised that she said that she loves Alex Jones? Anybody? Oh yes, Bote. Yes he is. Yes he is. His whole thing is extreme to sell supplements. That is Alex Jones's thing. He goes to extremes so he can sell his supplements to make money. That's it. I would question whether or not he believes half the shit that comes out of his mouth, honestly.
you know.
Like, you started Hassan, went more Destiny,
Oh, Destiny, God, no.
then you got to Charlie.
Destiny,
and
please
then,
don't insult me.
You know, I know your
Charlie?
trajectory, and now you've gone
Charlie's like
Nick Fuentes.
well, you know.
You did the full spectrum.
Oh
Nick
God.
Fuentes-
Oh God, we're gonna get into McFuentes now. Oh God damn it. Oh. All right, let's see what she says about Nick Fuentes first.
Full spectrum.
Nick Fuentes.
You're stuck with me in the girl. It's better here.
He's a Nick Fuentes guy, but part of his.
I don't think
Wait, what did she
in
say?
the girl. It's better here.
He's a Nick Fuentes guy, but part of his.
I don't think Nick Fuentes would be a fan of Fox. Actually, I don't really know. Would he?
No, he's not. He hates all of it, basically.
Okay. Actually, because I really don't know anything about
Which
him.
is more where I have always stood, is like
They were both talking at the same time, and I could not figure out, like, they were both talking and swearing so much with the fucking cash register sound effect to cover up the swears. I could not tell if she was Goodman Thick Fuentes or she wasn't. So I could not. Well, don't know. This just came out recently, Scary Guy. It was released on YouTube very recently. Usually they film about 2 months prior, typically. So I would guess that this was filmed in September. When was Charlie shot? When was Charlie killed? I don't remember. Was it in September that Charlie was killed? Or was it August? Because I don't. September 10th. Okay. I don't know if so I don't know if this was filmed as of it. Given the fact that they're not talking about him dying, I'm guessing this was probably filmed right before his death. That's my guess, is that this probably got, because otherwise, if it was filmed after his death, I'm sure they would have been talking about it. They would, when Charlie's name came up, they would have been talking about it. No, Atanashi, they're not talking about Moist Critical Turret. They're not talking Moist Critical Charlie. We're talking political. Charlie is not, Moist Critical Charlie is not political. So they, because he was giving the examples of Hassan and then Destiny, then Charlie, and then Nick Fuentes. You were definitely talking Charlie Kirk. So, but my guess is this probably happened right before Charlie's murder. That's my guess.
But anyways, you have all these people who are like, F the man. And then it's like, the man is telling you to do X, Y, Z. And they're like, oh, okay. It's like, I thought you guys were like anti-politics and anti the man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The COVID and the punks like just doing whatever the government said. It just seemed very hypocritical.
Well, it got
Whatever
very politicized.
well, right. But they took the side of the, like basically the people who are pro-government, which never made sense. So anyways, it was this huge falling out. I don't even remember where we are in the conversation.
I don't know. I'm trying to loop this back to money, but also you're very, watching you go down rabbit holes is very enjoyable.
Oh, good.
So.
But my guess is I would wager guess, and she hunts conspiracy theories all day long. When she's not working, she's on the computer looking at conspiracy theories, I'm betting. I will bet you. She's already talked about the fucking deep state in regards to giving Trump his marching orders and what have you. I'm surprised she hasn't brought it up, but she loves probably going down conspiracy theory rabbit holes at home.
All right, well.
I think
So, yeah.
you should just start your own show.
Maybe that's my new career. However, I'm not delusional thinking like, I'm going to be a YouTuber and next year I'll have like $70,000. It's like, okay.
I don't even know what to say your income is.
We still don't know. Like
I have a note that you heavily rely on your mother. Isn't that kind of what you've like, if you've gone far to the right, isn't that kind of anti?
Yes.
Far to the right?
Yes. We don't like it. And I don't like it. We would like to grow to be completely independent.
Well, you're in your 40s. Like,
oh, yeah.
What the f is taking so long?
Oh, well, you know.
Don't.
Pot is not a good idea, children.
Yeah. She's not anything. Okay, she's politically speaking, she's nothing. I'm gonna say that right now. She like all of her foibles that we've been seeing right now is politically speaking nothing. She's I think she like probably thinks like she doesn't care about politics. Now, her ideologies of a non-political nature are all over the fucking spectrum right now. She's both a hippie, yet she's an extremist on the ideological map. She loves her weed, but she hates black people. It's like, fuck. Right there's no moderation here. It's just all gas, all go with her. It seems like.
Do not.
What do you mean? Are you still blazing it up endlessly?
No, I've only been sober for probably 2 or 3 years, to be honest. Yeah. So
listen, more negative studies have come out against it these past few years, but
Yes.
not to the extent you're making it sound like. It's not like
fine.
that.
Wait, hold up. Did I miss something here? Hang
Do
on.
not-
What do you mean? Are you still blazing it up endlessly?
No, I've only been sober for probably.
Don't.
Pot is not a good idea, children. Do not.
What do you mean? Are you still blazing it up endlessly?
No, I've only been.
Okay, like, did I miss some context here? Because he just said, like, you're acting like pot is like heroin, but she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything to indicate that she levied pot in the same category as heroin for bad. Like, did I miss some context? She just said, like, pot is bad. Which, fine. Implied pot is what? Well, okay. But still, like, not as... Maybe Caleb is reaching. It's like, maybe Caleb is just kind of doing a bit of a reach here by saying you're implying that it's... He could just be just reaching.
Past few years, but not to the extent you're making it sound like... it's not like
fine.
that.
It's fine if you want to like be a responsible person and like smoke a joint on the weekend and have a nice time. But like if you're like 15 and you're smoking every day and then you go into college and think you're going to be successful and you're just going to like smoke a pound of weed a week and do whatever. And by the way, the weed now is nuts. You might as well be tripping acid. It's not like
THC has
it's
massively gone up.
crazy. So
Really?
weed now is like, I don't even know. So thinking you're going to be a functioning human being because I have to smoke for my depression like 5 times a day. Like, this is not going to happen, people.
Okay. I would love to be able to put down an income number.
What
do I say? 3,000 a month?
No, I would say closer to 1,500. Yeah, unless I can
How can you survive off of that with 2 children?
Credit cards is going to get me to February, and then we're going to get the tax return, which will get me to May when I can
tax
start.
credit.
And also in February, I can start group lessons again at the indoor pool, and that's going to get me a little bit of income too. And I'm willing to find another job. I tried to apply at Tacova. I thought this was going to be great. I had it. Tacova, it's the boot store.
Oh, Tacova.
Tacova.
They've been a sponsor. Come back.
I saw that. I saw that one where you sponsored. I thought, ooh.
We love Tacova.
I love them too.
Yeah,
And my friend works there and she's a manager and I thought it was an
Well, there
in.
you go.
No, because I'm sorry, we just went with someone who had experience. I'm like, I will work harder than 3 Gen Zs that you hire if
No.
you give me the job. And they're like,
Right,
sorry,
but
how
can
much-
you
how
bend
much-
over?
Hey, yo.
That's funny.
Okay.
I'm a little stiff, but yeah, I do. I've done personal organizing. I've for like businesses and stuff.
Yeah,
and
you
it's like,
organize people by race as you're walking down the
oh
street
my God.
to see if you're going to cross or not.
For your safety, maybe you should.
Yeah. Yeah, she does exactly what I said she does in the beginning. What I said at the beginning of this whole thing is that she basically has been on social media. She's been inundated with video footage of thuggies and hood rats, and now basically thinks all black people act that way. She's lumping in literally the entirety of the black population of the United States with the hood rats and thugs that she's seen on social media acting like fucking asshats and animals. That's what she's doing.
Dude, if I see some shady black dude on the other side of the street, I'm not going to run his way. I'm not. Especially if you're in Chicago.
God.
We were talking about that earlier, kind of.
Who?
Well, we were just talking about Chicago and
Who? I wasn't here.
no, you weren't. You're
Who's
getting
we?
a cup of coffee that took like 40 minutes to
I
make.
know. It was annoying.
Okay, that was
annoying.
crazy. Did you buy that coffee? You're okay.
Yes, I did,
You
because
can afford it.
everyone drank the coffee here.
I made my coffee
Oh.
at home this morning. So
My
you need
goodness,
to give
I've
me brownie
never been
points.
so lost in a conversation. Okay, I'll say 1,500, and then in the peak of the summer, what's your monthly?
Yeah, Mad Taz, you're right. Like, the thing is like, I appreciate, like, not being able to fit someone into a box, like you said. Like, people don't necessarily just fit into these prearranged, preconceived boxes that everybody seems to think that there has to be, that you have to fit into this box. You have to be this, you have to be that. You have to think this way if you're this, you have to think this way if you're that. I can fully appreciate not fitting into a societal established box. But goddamn, she is like all over the fucking place. She is just fucking everywhere right now. It's more than a little insane.
Been so lost in a conversation. Okay, I'll say 1,500, and then in the peak of the summer, what's your monthly? So I can range it.
6,000.
Okay, whew, 30 minutes to get that, to get the income. Wow, you've been a stripper before?
That was only for a month, and that was when I was like 19.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you can get back into that. Actually, I mean, there's gonna be some people. This is gonna be a very selective group of clubs and people.
Dude, first of all, I didn't.
Yeah, no. No. Fucking no. The absolute last thing I want to see on this planet is this bitch grinding on a stripper pole. Not a snowball's chat. Nothing will dry me up faster than seeing this bitch trying to grind her broke ass on a fucking stripper pole. Ugh. Ugh. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. The thoughts in my head. Oh fuck. Oh, why did I put that image? Caleb, why did you put this image in my head? God damn you, Caleb. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why did you do this to me, Caleb? Fuck. God damn it. Okay, chat. I will make the ultimate sacrifice to help. Yeah, I will help you, chat. I will help you. Here you go, chat. Look, chat. Thighs. Look, chat. Sexy thighs wrapped in black silk stockings. Look, chat. Look. Focus on my thighs, chat. Focus on my thighs. Let the thighs comfort you. Let them, and let this softness of them comfort you, chat. Are we feeling better, chat? Are we feeling better? Are my thighs making you feel better? Do you feel okay? Good. There we go. We feel better now, don't we? We feel better now, don't we? The bad old nightmare fuel image is gone from the mind. Just remember my thighs.
Make any money because I'm not a scammer. You got to be a scammer to be making money at that. And second of all, it's just
Have
you seen me? I'm awkward. I'm not like a graceful, pretty.
You don't seem awkward. You seem very confident in everything.
I'm like a giraffe trying to run physically. Is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Adult giraffes can actually be quite graceful in how they run, sweetheart. That's not a good analogy. That is not a good analogy at all.
Okay. Now, listen, I was about to ask for your living situation because I want to know how you're paying rent here, but I just also looked at a direct quote because I guess you've just had so many to Colton that he's just feeding them all to me that I live in the ghetto and I hate all the Mexicans that work on my car there.
Oh, good night.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
You said it, not me. I don't know.
Those Mexicans do not work on my car. And
Wait, what?
No.
Those Mexicans do not work on my car. And it's a Hispanic.
You're in San Antonio.
Right. It's a Hispanic neighborhood. It's
in a Hispanic city.
Right. That's fine. Fine with it. But there are levels of Mexican.
Please take us down those levels.
What?
There's tons of like Hispanic families that are just like nice Hispanic families. They've been there forever. It's whatever. It's fine. It's everyone's different culture, right? Just like how white people, like I'm German, so I have like a culture that goes along with that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, I oh, no. Oh.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
This is not the conversation to bring up my ancestry's German. What? 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 Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Oh, God. Like, I have a feeling I know where she's gonna go with this, but she's doing it in the worst fucking way possible. But let's see if she's actually gonna go where I think she's gonna go, or if she's gonna go in a completely different fucking direction.
You
Okay,
are.
Now there's like the car shop that's next door to us that's like definitely half illegals where they sell drugs out of there. They have people living out of there. They have grown men going behind the building and taking a piss in front of my living room window where my kids can see. That is
Okay, pause. I'll be right back.
A few.
Hey, okay. Again, she's not a reliable narrator. She's just saying, oh, there's this garage that opened up next to my apartment. It's full of illegals. They're selling drugs. They're sleeping in there. It's like there's a guy taking a piss in front of my living room window. It's like, is this all supposition? How do you know they're, number one, how do you know they're illegal? Number two, how do you know they're selling drugs? Number three, how do you know people are living there? Like, she's making all of these statements. I'm hearing no facts to back them up. That's it. I'm hearing no facts. And yeah, she never said, like, I called the police about it. They don't do anything. She didn't say that. And this is fucking Texas. Yeah, God knows they will not hesitate if they can get a drug bust or something. They won't hesitate to try to check it. Yeah, Mantez, that's the thing. She just literally racially profiled.
Moments later.
File in and line up behind me, lads. With
Okay,
me.
let's do
Oh,
it.
no!
With me are all
See, they all
my
look
favorite.
like nice Hispanic
Hold on.
American people. Yep, get them all in.
Okay, file on in.
I've been a minority in San Antonio for my entire life.
I'm
So-
very sorry to hear that.
No,
God. Caleb? Why would you do that to me? We just got over the mental image, and then you have to cram it right the fuck back in. Why are you doing this to us, Caleb? I swear to fuck. Stop it.
I would
it's
like you
not
to
a
rank
problem.
from the worst
Hola.
Mexican to the best Mexican. You could ask a few questions, feel free, and then you can rank from your least favorite to your favorite.
Comfortable with this racial tier list thing that's happening right now, Caleb. We've seen this before. It did not go well. Caleb, stop it. Oh my God.
Behind your back, click below to get started.
just personal. Oh, well,
No, you type of Mexican. Feel free to ask some questions.
okay. From all of you, I want to know: are your parents still married?
Yes.
Raise your hands if yes.
Oh, two of them no. Oh,
What does deceased mean?
oh. I'm sorry.
Are
Can
they
Bell?
technically married? If one's
Yes, yes.
right.
So only one of y'all is divorced. Okay, boom. He's loser.
So okay.
Bad Mexican.
Down there.
deceased? Yeah.
Down here. Down here. Down here.
Then-
Very good. Go ahead.
Okay,
Keep going.
now of the ones left, do y'all all speak Spanish?
Raise your hand if you speak Spanish fluently.
No, I'm one of the good ones.
No, that means you're a bad one. You're
Ooh.
bad on your culture.
Down,
you don't
down.
speak both.
Is he in
And
front,
he's out
in
too.
front of or better than Christian?
No, you're the worst because they're divorced. Then them. This is my weird criteria.
Well, and we're
Y'all
still
don't.
ranking from
How
the
can
best.
y'all not speak Spanish? That's bad.
Ask another question?
I
Well.
thought you were going to be a fan of that if we're being honest.
Okay.
Oh
ask
wait,
another-
wait.
Yeah.
Who can change a tire? Can you
His
change a
hand.
tire? Bad Mexican. You can?
Foot mark.
He doesn't drive a license. I hitchhike.
What were your grades in high school?
Good.
What were your grades in high school?
Great.
Okay. What's your job?
I'm an editor.
What's your job?
I'm his boss.
Well, you get to be above him, I guess. And so you just be the best.
He cheated on his girlfriend,
I did not. But that was high school.
We'll let that slide.
but it was for his wife.
My wife.
Oh, you're married?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best one.
But he's reproducing.
He's the best one?
You want them reproducing.
Yeah. If you're a nice.
Yes. Legal.
See, he gets it.
Yes.
Look at him. Look how nice he looks.
Aw, thank you.
Okay, you know what? I gotta give Caleb props for just committing to this bit. I gotta give him props, like all of them. Her too. Realistically, her too. This is all a bit. I seriously don't think that. I seriously don't think that like she's actually like you're the best. I fully believe that she's in on the bit. Like this is all right now. This is a gag. They're literally doing this for the lulz. She's in on the gag. They're doing a bit. It's kind of funny. It's a funny bit. I will say. Yeah, exactly, Moss. Like once she realized what he was doing, she just went all in. She's like, she committed to the bit. Bravo for committing to the bit.
What do you mean by that?
He does. He's clean shaven. Love the black. San Antonio black. I represent.
And then before they leave, who's the scariest?
Just by looks?
Yeah.
You're making me do that?
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I was going down your path.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Gracias.
you're welcome. Gracias.
I love that.
Hasta luego.
Adios. Gracias.
Okay, so this house that you live in with all the scary Mexicans around
Yeah,
you.
scary Mexicans being...
How are you affording this house?
Okay. In our neighborhood, we hear gunshots like at least...
Marianne, I'm starting to tip in that direction that she's not actually being racist. She's just... Yeah, she's both selfish, and I also kind of get the feeling that she feel like in her own head, she's actually living above her station. Like it sounds like she's living in the ghetto, and in her head, seems to be living in the suburbs. That's the feeling I get. So it's also like she has an elevated self-worth. She or herself. She's like she thinks she's a wine mom. That's the thing I get. She thinks she's a wine mom.
Okay. In our neighborhood, we hear gunshots like at least once every 2
But
months.
still,
Just
how are
to
you
give
affording the rent?
Okay. It is my parents' property that they actually bought for me because they got tired of paying the rent on my apartments. And they got it for super cheap. It was $60,000 house in 2006. And it had a brand new roof, brand new windows, leveled.
What the f are you doing?
I
They bought
know.
it back then because they were afraid of paying. They hated paying for
My
your rent.
stepdad thought it would be a good investment. And then he was like, by
mean,
the way,
Stepdad. Meaning her birth parents are not together. Uh-huh. And what was her criterion about who was a quote-unquote good Mexican?
if
Maybe.
she can't do her life, which happens all the time, she could live there. And my mom's
Okay.
like, no, okay, fine.
This doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what did she say?
My stepdad thought it would be a good investment. And then he was like, by the way,
maybe.
if can't do her life, which happens all the time, she could live there. And my mom's
Okay.
like, no, okay, fine.
This doesn't make any sense.
So the
Listen,
house is paid off, so I live there.
stereotypically, this is not a one size fits all, but stereotypically, personal responsibility tends to lean more right than it does left.
I know.
Obviously, there's people on the left that believe in it. There's people on the right that don't. Whatever. Okay, but even still, stereotypically, that is where it typically lands. If you're all the way over here on my right,
I know.
this makes no sense. Your parents
It's-
buying a house because they're.
I know.
I'm sick of being.
This was
Stephanie being
way
Stephanie,
a long
sorry?
time ago. This was in 2006 or 7, and now we're in 2025. So I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch myself up to where I want to be.
But you're getting a handout.
I know.
A handout.
It's he's in jail and I can't pay rent. But even before he was in jail, we were kind of not paying rent because he.
Fuga. You're paying rent, but your parents bought the. I am so fucking confused right now. Her parents, is she paying rent to her parents? She said her parents bought the property because they were tired of paying her rent, so they bought her a house, and now she's saying I can't pay rent? My brain hurts. Chat, my fucking brain hurts.
He's in jail and I can't pay rent. But even before he was in jail, we were kind of not paying rent because he was like, I don't know, he had mental health stuff.
So what are you supposed to pay to your parents?
It's supposed to be $800 a month.
I don't know how you do that on 15.
I don't.
Keeping food in your.
Yeah, okay, so she's paying. Wait, but this again. Again, this doesn't make fucking sense. She said her parents bought her a property because they were tired of paying her rent. So if they were already paying her rent, and because of that they said, fuck her, we're gonna buy a property instead of paying her rent, why would they think that she would be able to pay them rent if she couldn't pay rent before and they had to pay the rent? Is anybody else seeing an issue with the logic here? Like, this doesn't fucking make sense. Yeah, they bought her a property, she has to pay them back, but why would they buy her why would they spend $60,000 to buy the property when already she could not afford to pay her own rent, and they were paying the rent for her, and stop, bro, I'm gonna have a stroke. I need to just stop, because if I try to keep figuring this out, I'm going to have a stroke.
Utilities, okay, and they're okay with it?
Yeah, because the house is paid off. There's no mortgage.
But still, they're
I know.
okay with.
Yes, but it's like, I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it.
Okay. Now, you say you're applying to a lot of jobs, but
Not really, to be real with you. I applied I'm obviously like a person who's willing to work, and I'm like enough put together, and I've had enough jobs where it's like, bro, I need something that's like decent. Like, I need to make probably at least 15 an hour, which I think is reasonable. And
you make 20.
I don't know. I have skills.
Why'd you try to be a stripper? Why'd you choose that one? That's not a skill building thing.
That was such a long time ago.
But why'd you choose it?
Well, because my friends.
Because maybe once upon a time you were hot and you wanted to flaunt it. That's why she wanted to be a stripper, so when she was 19. Back then, she may have actually been hot, or at least approaching some degree of hotness. And she wanted to shake her ass because it made her feel good to shake her ass on stage and have a bunch of guys just hooting, hollering, whistling, and throwing money at. There's your explanation.
Boyfriends,
I'm told it's because of a kink Some freaking. Colton says it's because
someone I was staying with was friends with a stripper, and she's like, "You could come to work with me. It'd be so easy." And I was like, "I don't know. I have like hairy armpits." And she's like, "No, guys go for that." And so I was like, the little
gentlemen in chat. Confirm or deny? Hairy armpits on a girl, yay or nay? I must know. Fess up. Fess up, chat. It's okay. I won't judge you much. I do know that that is a kink. It is. Like, as bad as it may, as much as it may disgust you, it is a kink. Some guys, for whatever reason, a very tiny percentage, do go in for the hairy armpits. But again, it is a tiny percentage.
Dready girl with like armpit hair. It didn't work out, obviously. Good, it didn't work out.
Colton
it's
wanted me to
and
ask
terrible.
about your kink because this is,
no,
after all, a finance show.
that was a misunderstanding, and I do not have a kink.
X to fucking doubt. X to doubt.
Don't. I was so truthful on the phone. Don't even.
I think what I'm saying is that it's.
He was saying that men there would have the kink.
Oh,
so I went,
men
yes.
have the
And
kink.
that's what I was, and so then I tried to go to
But the strip club owner said that you were too nasty.
Basically, yeah.
Do you have a picture of you back then that we can put on screen? Can I see it?
I don't have it, but like.
Really? Like
no.
anywhere? You don't have a picture saved on your phone?
I do, but like, can I like email it to you? I'll email it to you today.
Of course.
I'll send it. You'll be like,
Yes.
what the f?
Yeah, let's see it. We'll put
Okay.
it on screen.
Cute little dready girl.
Chat, your opinion. She thinks she looks like a cute little dready girl. What do you think, chat? She looks fucking dirty. And sorry, this is not cute. She looks dirty. Like, her hair looks like it has not been washed in fucking weeks. It's just, she looks unclean in this image. Just unclean.
Flowers and beads in my hair, and yeah. Anyways.
Sure.
Skinnier.
But this makes sense. You also moved to Mexico when you were younger. This is such a. I keep wanting to get into the finances, but this is insane. And you hate them, and it's just like, but you live there. I'm so confused.
I only hate the dirty ones.
She says when providing a photo of her where she looks dirty as hell. Oh my God. Wait, okay. She's not racist. I'm gonna flat say this. The title is a little clickbaity. She is not racist. She is just a fucking whack job. Okay? She at this point she's not a racist person. She's just a flat out fucking whack job whose brain is just branching out in every other direction simultaneously all at once. That's what she is. She is, I think the underwriting thing of all of this, the underwriting is number one, yes, she probably baked the shit out of her brain by smoking. So she probably from the way she's talking, it sounds like she was doing a Casey Tron when she was Casey Tron's age. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like she just baked the fuck out of herself when she was in her 20s, like Casey Tron does, and fucking fried up her brain on a skillet. And now that she's older and she's stopped using weed and she's actually got kids now she's like, well, I've matured and now I think I should be highfalutin in the suburbs. And now I get the feeling she feels like she's living below her station where she currently resides in the house that her parents bought for her. And she thinks she deserves to be in the suburbs and to basically be like a wine mom. A wine mom. That's what I think that's what she does. So it's she's not racist. She's just stupid. And she has a very high opinion of herself and is not pleased with her current lot in life. And that's it.
And what percentage is that?
Well, I mean, I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
It's not the majority. It's definitely the minority. No, we went to Mexico. Obviously, I don't hate Mexicans. By the way, I love Mexican food. By the way, I am friends with.
Dear God, that is one of the whitest fucking statements I have ever fucking heard. How can I hate Mexicans? I love Mexican food. That is literally the whitest fucking statement I've ever heard. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God.
With Mexicans. By the way, my ex was a Mexican.
You just pulled the I have a Mexican friend.
Well, I hate black people, but my husband's black. I'm just kidding. I really don't. Please. Oh my gosh.
I'm not racist. I go to Taco Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
I don't hate
If
Mexicans.
one of my
Caleb, do not besmirch the Taco Tuesday. My mods depend upon it for sustenance. Fuck off on the Taco Tuesday. You need that. Otherwise, they will die in my basement. And I don't want my mods to die. I want them to continue your Taco Tuesday. So, Silver, I still think she's doing a bit. I think that, listen to what she says again, okay? I think that was a bit.
friends with Mexicans. By the way, my ex was a Mexican.
You just pulled the I have a Mexican friend.
Well, I hate black people, but my husband's black. I'm just kidding. I really don't.
I think that was a bit. Legit. I think that was a bit. If it wasn't, she wouldn't have been laughing this hard. If that was not her doing a funny gaffe, like trying to make a funny gaffe, make a funny joke, she wouldn't have been laughing this hard. Legitimately, I think she was not being serious. She did it to get the reaction out of him. Like seriously, she's laughing way too fucking hard. She thinks she's hilarious, and that's why she's laughing so hard. No, I do not think she was being serious at all. Legit, I don't think she was being serious when she said, I hate black people. I'm sorry, I don't.
Please, oh my gosh.
I'm not racist. I go to Taco Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
I don't hate Mexicans.
If one of my clients sees this,
I like queso.
Oh my gosh. I don't
Your
hate
clients have towns. I don't know.
I don't hate black people. I do not.
Not all of us have to say that in our daily lives. What's your finance score? 0 to 10.
Finally into the finances.
Okay, if you want your Hammer financial score, go to calebhammer.com. See where you stand in the world of finances, where you need to improve, and where you're already doing well and what you need to do to fix it. And what's your racist score? 0 to 10. 0 being not racist at all, 10 being hyper racist.
10 is like you want the races to be segregated again and living in separate towns.
Executed. Yeah.
Oh, so
Executed.
9 or 8 would be below that. I'm only like a 3 maybe.
If you want your racist score, go to calebhammer.com/racist. See where you stand in the world of racism. If you're not racist enough or you're a little too racist, find out.
I took the lesbian test. I'm like 36% lesbian from your website. I know.
Wait. Caleb has a lesbian test on his website? That can't be fucking real. That cannot be fucking real. Revan, it would probably be high. It would undoubtedly be high.
Yeah, moving to Mexico. Yeah, our friends went down there. So we lived in Chiapas, which is like the southernmost point in Mexico, like right before Guatemala.
Okay.
I can't hate him that much.
Let me
I
get
live
into
there.
these numbers for sake.
Okay, god damn it, I'm pausing a lot. Okay. Mods, find me the link and maybe sometime this week I will take the test. Someone find me that. Mods, secure the link and maybe I will take the test later this week.
You got 2 children.
Yes. And they are very well behaved. I know some of the I know some of the people on this show are like, I can't tell my kids and I buy that. And no. I'm like, baby, we don't have money for that right now because
Down here at the mall, so get it to me.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. Well, okay. Do you say it like that?
No, nicer and more child appropriate.
What do you consider child appropriate?
Now, remember, I work with kids, so I know child appropriate.
Are
but
you a gentle parenting person or a...
God, no.
Okay.
God, no. Like, basically, now here's something. Good black people, they will get on their kids. The crazy black people, like, you will see...
Like where?
Like at Walmart, you will see kids going up and down the aisles, and the parents like, whatever, and Fox is, like, mortified. And I am too, because like, control your freaking kids, dude.
Chat, is she wrong? And you are correct, Rod. That needs to be pointed out. This is not just black parents that have instances where they just let their kids do whatever the fuck they want. It is not limited to black parents. This is literally like the Gen Z or younger side of millennial parents of all shapes, sizes, and colors that basically are drank the Kool-Aid of, I have to be my kid's friend, not their parent, and let them do whatever the fuck they want. It is not limited to only black people. My guess, if I was to hazard a guess, she saw the video of those 3 kids that tried to rob the Walmart, got caught, and then them and the mom did a rebuttal video saying, we're rich, we don't need your shit. They were acting all, like, even the mom was acting all thug and gangster saying, my kids are great, my kids do whatever the hell they want, they fine, we rich, My guess is she saw that video. And that's kind of what she's trying to reference in terms of like the black parents that don't watch out for their kids. Because it's not simply, was it Walgreens? I thought it was Walmart. I thought they did that at Walmart. Maybe it was Walgreens. But yeah, it's not just like quote unquote like black families or black parents that just let their kids run rampant. It is not ethnically gated in terms of being a shitty parent and letting your kids do whatever the fuck they want and offering no discipline for them whatsoever. That is not ethnic gated whatsoever. That is more of like the Gen Z that are just like, the kids just need to express themselves. I want to be their friend, not their parent. Like, bitch, you're their parent, act like one.
Well,
I'm sorry, you go to the white side of town, you do not see that. You see them screaming in the carts, begging for toys, but you don't see them running up and down the aisles.
Well, I have...
God.
Oh,
you'll be very happy to know food stamps are currently on hold due to the government shutdown. So if you go to Walmart, I think you'll be happy.
And who do you see on TikTok and all of that who are like, they're taking my food stamps and guess what? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to steal from the store, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know. You tell me.
Who do you see? I don't know.
I'm not...
Told ya. What did I say? What did I say, chat? That she's deep into the social media and she's basically letting the algorithm control her brain. She's letting the YouTube and the Twitter and the TikTok algorithm control her brain. And all she's seen is just the wild, crazy, batshit crazy stuff on social media and saying, well, this must be how the world is. Yeah, she's literally terminally online. And yeah, you're right. You're right, Gemini. We do. You're right. This is post Charlie, because he did. This is post Charlie. It's right. Yeah, this is. Wow. Yeah, this is really fun. Because he only posted this like 2 days ago, I think. And usually their filming schedule they're usually like 2 months behind. But I don't know. Maybe they're streamlining their filming and they're able to crank them out faster.
Looking.
I don't know. There's a larger percentage of people who are acting that way and a smaller percentage of people who are still acting that way. You can be a hard R dependent upon your race. Not dependent upon your race. Yeah, there's like white people who are like acting like hard R. That's a very
He's not wrong. She's not wrong. We see it all the fucking time of white people trying to pretend like they're black ghetto thugs. We see it all the fucking time. She's not wrong about this. Caleb might be like cringing, but she ain't fucking wrong.
Fuentes concept, by the way. It's true, dude.
What?
That's a very Nick Fuentes concept, by the way. It's true, dude.
I've never heard anyone say this.
Seriously? I'm from the depths of the internet.
At 41?
Shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
She's from the depths of the internet. Ya don't say. I would have never fucking guessed.
I hope I still am, I guess. But I guess I don't go that deep. I mean, I filmed with someone yesterday who was racist to, or she hated, quote, Arabians. How do you feel about the Arabians, was her words.
Well, in those countries, they have higher percentages of rape. And all of the countries that have allowed in those immigrations, all of a sudden, their like rapes and stabbing statistics are like skyrocketing.
He's talking about the UK. She's flat out talking about the UK. And yes, correct, Rich. She's technically not. This is technically not untrue. We've seen what happens. We've seen what's been happening in the UK. I don't know about the EU as a whole. The focus I've seen is on the UK. That's where I've been. Where I've looked into the most is the events that have happened on the UK. Is that they've let in so many migrants from India and the Middle East and the rape gangs and the grooming gangs we've seen on the rise, like dramatically, and there's been no law enforcement about it. They actually side with the rapists there. I know it's not just the UK. It's just I don't know what the degree of it is in the rest of the EU, because all the stuff that I've looked into on stream has typically been in the UK. So I can only speak to the UK. If it's up by shocking degrees in the rest of the EU, I'm sorry, that would not surprise me. Revan, I've heard some people talking about Sweden. Yes! Oh, there was that article I saw from Sweden where there was okay, if this was not Sweden, somebody correct me. I thought this was in Sweden, that a girl got raped in Sweden and they let her attacker go. Her attacker was found not guilty, and the judge's rationale was that she didn't get raped enough. Now, that's paraphrasing to the nth fucking degree, but paraphrase is the judge basically said the girl did not get raped enough to constitute him being guilty of the crime. So, yeah. It's just fucked. It's just fucked right now.
That's facts. That's not my opinion. That's just numbers. So anyone who says that like we should love Islam in the Middle, have you been to the Middle East? Women don't drive. I mean, I haven't either, but it's like women don't drive. Women aren't allowed to read there. That's okay. I don't know if I don't.
That's okay?
No.
No, obviously they
Well,
have
right,
not caught
but
up to the
there's
21st
so many
century.
people who are like, love Islam and welcome them in and everything. It's like,
Okay, Andrea.
once again, if you're going to go through the legal system, it's part of the law. Anyone is allowed to be here. But in these countries where they've just opened the floodgates for anyone to come, it hasn't gone good for them. So I'm not racist towards anyone. Now, if you're acting like a hard R, I don't care what race you are, you're acting like a hard R. This has to make sense, dude. Don't act like it doesn't.
Wait. Hang
All
on.
right, listen here, financial.
Okay. I get what she's saying. I get what she's saying. Her phrasing is all over the fucking map on this one. She's basically saying kind of sorta in a roundabout way, kind of like similar to kind of like what I say, which is don't be an asshole. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your ethnicity is. I don't care what your religion is. Don't be an asshole. That's basically what she's trying to say, but she's saying it in the worst fucking way possible. She said, like, she's not able to express which is shocking in and of itself. She's not expressing the very basic concept of it doesn't matter your ethnicity, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter your orientation, it doesn't matter your identity. Don't be an asshole. And it's literally as simple as that. And unfortunately, this woman is just saying it in all the wrong ways. And that's basically it. I mean, she's not entirely wrong in what she's saying. She just needs to work on her verbiage, and she needs to work on her terminology and her, her more salient points. Alrighty. Shall we continue?
You will not regret any of these. Change your life today. There is a nuanced position here where, like, many countries in the European Union and the UK have done uncontrolled migration,
Exactly.
putting them in council states, and it's been very hard, and there's not a lot of assimilation. That is very true. But this country does at least pretty well on assimilation.
I agree they do.
No, the UK.
Right.
Well, some people still want to move there. Not me.
Well, it's because it's still better than a lot of regions.
Oh,
but
I'm very
Subjective.
I'm very comfy in Texas with my Mexicans. I'll take it any day.
It's not the hard R's.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well,
Okay.
Damn it.
USAA.
Reading
What's
the
going on
finance.
with this USAA card?
okay, that one was actually started as a credit transfer, a balance transfer from
When?
Chase. Maybe last year. Because I had racked up the Chase. Okay, this all began because of Fox and like job stuff and mental health stuff. And so that's another thing we need help on.
Dude, you just got off food stamps a couple years ago, and you're talking shit about people who are on food stamps?
Because people are like, I'm on food stamps. I'm like, dude, don't let anyone know what a embarrassment. What an embarrassment.
Hey, I'm going to disagree with that. Her saying, don't let anybody know you're on food stamps is an embarrassment. People go through shit. People go through shit. There are plenty of people that go on food stamps because they were working at a job and all of a sudden the job, like, I can appreciate that can be demoralizing, but there are plenty of people, especially in the last several years, that could have been working a good job and then they get laid off through no fault of their own. The company just decides we're just going to be cutting a fuck ton of jobs and yours happens to be one of them. And then you got to get on food stamps. And I'm getting there, Dago Fingers. Don't worry, I'm getting there. Yeah, it's like you don't necessarily have to be embarrassed about it these days. Once upon a time, like probably 20 years ago, yes, being on food stamps was like an embarrassment. In modern times, with the way the job markets have been within the last like 5 or so years, and how companies have been just cutting people left and right through no fault of their own, but because the company themselves are just failing, and they just start slashing jobs. They'll slash like hundreds of jobs, and people are out on the streets, and they don't have an immediate job, and so they need to apply for food stamps to get food for themselves and their family while they're still looking for a job. I don't think it's, I would not okay. Granted, I am on the outside looking in, so this is just my take on the outside looking in. I'm not trying to speak for anybody that is on food stamps. Let me make that perfectly clear. From the outside looking in on this, I wouldn't think that it's necessarily, like, I can appreciate it how it's kind of being, like, demoralizing because you're in a financial state where you rely upon food stamps. I can appreciate, like, the overall demoralization of it because you are out of a job through no fault of your own, and you have to get on food stamps. I can certainly appreciate that. I don't think it's necessarily, like, embarrassing to be on food stamps because, again, as I said, with the financial situations that's happening in America right now, where people are losing their jobs to no fault of their own because of corporation cuts, or because groceries are so fucking expensive now, and jobs are, and job wages are not catching up with not really catching up very well with inflation, and not catching up with the increase in food costs from grocery stores, and they need to go on food stamps because to basically assist at least partially in the paying of food. Like, there's a lot of people that do that. I wouldn't necessarily say that's embarrassing. I can appreciate it being demoralizing, feeling demoralized because of that. Like, that part I get. I don't know if I'd necessarily be embarrassed. And yes, I do realize that she is referring to, and again, this speaks to basically her doing nothing but scrolling fucking TikTok all day. She's referring to the people that go on TikTok and are dancing and waving their EBT cards around going, I got my EBT, and I'm buying up like $2,000 of shit groceries and crowing about it on fucking TikTok and doing TikTok dances for their EBT. Like, I understand. That's what she's referring to, is that people that literally just live off EBT, they will sponge off the fucking government and do absolutely nothing to try and better their situation. Not appreciate that EBT is meant to be a temporary thing to help you until you can get back on your feet. And these people treat EBT like a fucking lifestyle. And I get that's what she's referencing, and I do get that. Oh yes, and Shadows, that I get it. That's what I said. Like maybe 20 years ago, there was that stigma of food stamps, and to a degree, some people may still perpetuate it to this day. I look at it more logically and more realistically in the current economic climate of the United States, where it's not through no fault of an individual if they get laid off because the company's doing cutbacks, or their job is not paying them enough to be able to afford food and they have to supplement with EBT. I look at it from a logical standpoint and don't think poorly of that person at all. They are unfortunately just trying to work within the system that is currently in place. Not dancing around crowing like I just got $2,000 of EBT because I don't want to work and I popped out 6 or 8 fucking kids so I can get $2,000 in EBT a month from the government because I'm going to scam the system. That's not what I'm referencing.
I am on it.
Okay, I can kind of, I wouldn't necessarily take it as an embarrassment of being on a social.
Okay, I would.
Well, hold on. Being on a social safety is there to help. Now, I would be embarrassed as a person if I was actively trying to not go get more hours because I would be above an income threshold that would qualify for a benefit. I think if people are actively trying to stay in a benefit, I would be embarrassed. But if you go through a hard time and you get put on a system that you paid into, that inherently is not an embarrassing thing.
But it's like, how long is the hard time? them. And I'm not going to
Depends on the person and economic condition.
Well, right. And so it's like.
But don't get me wrong. I vibe with you on the fact that I've had people on the show that literally will not go get a job because then they get off benefits like food stamps.
No.
That's disgusting. That's horrible. And obviously we're enabling that.
Right.
But to say if you fell on a hard time and you paid into a system
Well,
and got supported from it, you shouldn't be embarrassed.
What's happening is like some people fall on a hard time and it's like, oh, well, you make too much. And then that's happened to someone I know. And so they can't get assistance and they really should have it. And then there's other people where it's like, they're kind of on the fence, but because they fudge their numbers a little bit,
Were
they
too
get it.
gentle parented?
Probably.
Honestly, I'll be honest, as someone who's not a parent and, it won't be for a little bit, I specifically don't even know what that literally entails on a literal level, but I hear that you hate gentle parenting, so.
I do.
I keep bringing it up.
And by the way, I was thinking about this, since we're on EBT. I was thinking about this. There, Caleb was it Caleb? It might have been Caleb that was talking about this. I can't remember or not. But it was like someone was saying that like it's actually incredibly difficult to get off EBT. Like somebody was saying like they were on EBT and then they got a job and then they were trying to get off of EBT, and apparently it's like incredibly difficult to get off of EBT. And then the government tried, and because they didn't get off of EBT, they tried to get them to pay back like thousands of dollars that they were issued of EBT when they didn't need it, when they tried to get off of EBT. And that just made me think, like, for those of you that don't know, the way Canada's unemployment works, and this may be, it may operate similarly to how it operates in states. But with Canada's EI, employment insurance, which is basically just another way for saying unemployment. The way it works is when you file for your EI, you file over the internet, and if you are approved, then basically every month, is it every month? No, it's every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you do an online report. So you go onto the website every month and you do an online report. Like, are you currently employed? No. Are you currently actively seeking? Yes. Are you a student? Do you receive money for this? Do you receive any kind of money for this? You do this little report on how things are going to basically ensure that you are trying to find a job, you are not receiving other income, et cetera, et cetera. And then you can conclude it, and then like the next week you will receive your employment insurance payment. And if you don't do the report, you don't receive the payment. And so then, like, if you get a job, then you simply just stop doing your reports, and then they'll close your case out when you stop doing your reports. And that's it. Like, why can't that happen with EBT, where when you sign up, you have to do like a monthly report or a 2-week report online, stipulating, no, I don't have a job. Yes, I'm trying to do work, et cetera, et cetera. And then when you do get a job, you just stop filing the reports for an EBT. And when you stop filing the reports, they'll just stop issuing you the EBT because you have not filed the report. Why can't they do something that simple? It would literally be that simple. So anyway, that was just in my head mentioning EBT because I'd seen something on that where people were saying that they couldn't get off the EBT even when they wanted to, and that just stuck out to me. Anyway, moving on.
It means that you create a little narcissist. It's like, oh, you're upset. Tell me about that. Okay, yes, okay. I'm sorry. I have to go. I have to go because the 4-year-old is pulling me away. That's what that means.
You just. All right.
Excuse me, you're not the adult, and I'm speaking to an adult right now. You need to wait patiently.
Okay. I can vibe with that. What's the normal minimum monthly payment on this?
Normal payment is like I don't even know because I
purchased $216 on it. Let's
$150. I don't know because
$150
because I've been paying off so much. So this summer I
kind of, but you're
Thousands.
you're still purchasing on this though. So it's not
pest control.
Huh?
Pest control.
Let's see.
Look.
It'll be on here. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of pest control.
Well, they come every 3 weeks for the mosquito. And we have roaches.
Okay, why was this 3 times in 1 week then? A couple weeks.
Was it charged all those times?
Yeah, 53, 108, 54.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
I'll be calling them as soon as I am done filming because I'm not okay with that.
Also, I think you've had a late fee this year, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
When? Why?
Don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
How do we prevent that in the future?
Well, I have it in my phone, the bills and all of the dates that they're due, and I make
Auto-pay.
sure. But and I was keeping up with that, but then because in the summer I was paying everything. Anytime I had any extra money, like I'd put 1,000, I'd put 1,000, I'd put 1,000. So there was no minimum.
Well, what are we
monthly
doing
payment.
going into this where you have
Well,
just
now
nothing?
it's just now starting because like even last week I paid like 500 off on one of the cards with like all the money that I'm
Yeah,
still
but
getting.
if automatic hundreds and hundreds of dollars of bills are going on,
why not
that
automate
offsets
payments?
it anyway.
I'm just saying there might have been a late fee this month because I'm used to there not being a minimum monthly payment for the past like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, well, it's not deferred interest, but your promotional balance for the transfer,
Yes.
that ends in about 3 months.
I know, which is why I'm trying to quickly pay off the Chase card because that's where you have the higher interest. So USAA is kind of like on hold because it's the lowest interest rate and one of the lower payments. I don't even think it's 150. I think it's like under $80.
No, yeah, the interest is relatively low because
For
yeah.
now.
Well, yeah, exactly, because the balance subject to the interest rate is low. But you have had a late fee this year, which was immediately doubling kind of what was added to this.
But when was the late fee?
You can't see that on this kind of statement. But it was this year so far. I do know that.
I believe it. I believe it.
It's a little concerning. If you're going and shopping for groceries, Walmart is one of the cheaper places to go. And if that's the place you hate going to and you're afraid to go, isn't that bad?
It's kind of gross there. I only go if I have to, really bad. I go to
you
H-E-B.
kind of have to.
For God's
Dude,
sake.
no. Why not H-E-B? Are you kidding me? Hill Country Fair? Come on,
H-E-B is
dude.
nice, but isn't Walmart brand still the cheapest brand?
Not necessarily.
Texans, I need some confirmation here. Who would generally speaking be considered cheaper? Walmart or H-E-B? Anybody here from Texas can say. Like, we've heard Nick talking about H-E-B and how wonderful it is. Which would be considered cheaper? Walmart or H-E-B? Anybody able to give me some insights into this? I go by either. Okay? I mean, yeah, it's nice to shop the sales. It probably won't matter. Realistically speaking, I suspect even if H-E-B is slightly higher than Walmart, I'm guessing H-E-B is still probably going to be a little like reasonably inexpensive, I think. We went to Walmart when I visited my grandmother in Texas. They were pretty neck and neck when I lived there. Yeah, that's the feeling you got. Like H-E-B, from everything that I can gather, it seems like it's trying to really make strides to be a direct competitor with the super Walmarts that are full grocery.
Necessarily, I don't think so.
No?
I think it's comparable to Hill Country Fair.
Okay. Yeah, H-E-B is pretty good. If we can do H-E-B, we can do H-E-B.
You cannot talk me out of H-E-B.
No, I wouldn't. We do our 300 a person in that, Scales grocery budget meal plan
which I'm so
based on
excited about.
H-E-B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then there you have it. No, don't try to talk me into Walmart. Gross.
Well, I don't. Okay, what's wrong with what?
Dude, some of them are a little gross.
Gross? I'll be honest. I go to H-E-B because one, it's closer, and two, it's just like I prefer H-E-B. So
There
I
are
don't.
some H-E-Bs
So I don't
that are-
go to Walmart. But
Okay, so I live on the side of town where if you walk into like a Fiesta Mart, because I have shopped there before because they have great meat prices, you're gonna get looks like, "Why the f are you in here, white girl?" That's just how it's been. And they
Lindsay,
also,
do you ever get those looks at Fiesta Mart?
I have.
Oh, she has.
No,
Same.
but I went in to buy like fajita mix one time, like the meat, and I brought it to my friend's house, and they were like, "Oh, you got granddad," and I was like, "What do you mean?" I told them we have like 7 people here, and they were like, "That's not for like 20 people." Like they thought you were dumb. I was dumb.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Same with there's a
Hey.
meat market down the street from my house, Calabria Meat Market number I don't know. And I love to go there because they have great product and I want to support them, but they're like to me. So it's not just me.
Yeah, but
You know what? When I went to when I visited California, what was it? A couple years ago. I visited my family in California, and was it a couple years ago, or was it this last one this past summer? I forget. I think it was only a couple years ago. We went to a Walmart, and granted, this is California, it's not Texas, and we went to a Walmart, and oh my God, was it bleh. Like shit? What? Like the place was in disrepair. There was just shit all over the place. Like, yeah, depending on the location, Walmarts can be fucking disgusting. Like, not kept up. Like they'll just sit their very infrastructure could be fucked in some places. They like the items can be just like thrown all the fuck ever. It does depend. When we, I think so. It's again. It's been. I think this was when I visited my family like 2 or 3 years ago. So it's been a couple of years. I think it was Duolingo. I think it was Duolingo. And yeah, and correct. Like it depends very much on the location. Well, okay, I was gonna say the Walmart near me, but that's in Canada, which is not a proper comparison. So I'm gonna stop right there. Yeah, I'd say it definitely does depend on location. And it sounds like maybe she's not in a great part of town. And so my guess is the Walmart near her is probably not kept up by any stretch of the imagination.
Did you call them
No.
a slur?
No, absolutely not. And I walk in like kind of like humbly, like,
But if you
hey,
bring Fox with you,
I don't bring Fox with me. You can't.
Why?
You can't tame him.
what does he do in Fiesta Mart?
Nothing. He's just he's not. He says he should just be kept inside. He's not meant for society. That's his words, not mine.
What does that mean? I don't know.
If you have someone who's like an avid Nick Fuentes watcher, they probably have
he is.
Yeah. They probably.
He's an avid Nick Fuentes watcher. Apparently, the brain rot. Oh, and you thought the terminally online brain rot was limited to the Gen Zs. No, my friends. The terminally online brain rot hit the Gen Xers too. These two are living proof. Actually, he's 37. Would that make him no, 37 would make him millennial, wouldn't it? So yeah, he's millennial. So yeah. This is what happens with the terminally online brain rot. This is what happens. Is that he basically spends all his time watching extremists online and thinks that's how the world works. When realistically, these people need to turn off the fucking computer, turn off the tablet, turn off the phone, go the fuck outside and touch some grass. Realistically, he just needs to get the fuck outside and go touch grass.
Probably should be like kept inside. They're like highly autistic, gooner beyond like he's.
Unless he's diagnosed with autism. Shut the fuck up. Autistic people do not give a fuck about the racist bullshit like this, you dumb cunt. I am so fucking sick of people like saying that they have bad behavior and saying, oh, these they're they're autistic. Fuck you. Fuck you. This is using a legitimate neurological issue as an excuse. You're pulling this as the fucking excuse, like, oh, don't worry, he's fine, he's just autistic. That's why he's racist. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you in your dried up, crusty ass, hair encrusted armpit cunt. don't you dare fucking pull autism into this. I will fuck you up.
He's a lot.
We have wide variety of I let anyone work here with any political beliefs. I have Aaron on, the left, and I think Brandon's a Fuentes watcher.
Whoop.
We let it. I haven't felt unsafe around him.
Okay, well there you have it. To be real, I get pissed off at some of the things Nick says. I think he goes too far with it.
I've never seen it.
And
I've honestly.
It seems like it's just for clickbait, but I mean, you have 20-year-olds that are like basically sucking him off every single word he says.
Nick, if you want a debater and you watch Financial Audit, feel free.
He's a very smart.
I mean, Nick Fuentes is a self-admitted white supremacist and aligns with Nazis. So I know some people say here's the thing with a lot of these extremist type people. It's not a zero-sum game. That's the thing. That's what a lot of people. That's the problem with it. Like people like with Nick Fuentes, like with Charlie Kirk, like with Destiny, like with Hassan, like all of these extremist individuals. The reality is that it's not a zero-sum game. Is like every single one of those extremist individuals, which is coming from both sides, by the way, some of their opinions do make sense. It's not just literally everything that comes out of them. Well, he's not extreme. He was not an extremist, Draco. Extremist is that I didn't intend to blanket. I'm just talking about like the significantly tilted viewpoints where it's like people, okay. How can I put this? Charlie Kirk was not an extremist. I did not mean to imply that he was, but he was viewed as such. It's more accurate to say people that are viewed as extremists. So, Charlie Kirk probably being the one out of the bunch that actually is not, where legitimately was not. But all these people that are classified as having quote unquote extremist viewpoints is by saying that they are extremists is operating on a zero-sum game. By saying because you don't agree with everything that they say and you disagree with some of the things that they say, that person's now painted as an extremist. That's what I'm trying to say. With these days, people are so hyperpolarized that if someone says something that you do not agree, even if they've said things that you do agree with, if they say something that you don't agree with, all of a sudden that person is now viewed as they're an extremist. And therein lies the issue: is that everything now, particularly in politics, is a zero-sum game. You either have to agree with everything, or they are an extremist, and you can't, and nothing they can say is valid, which is not right. Because literally there is something in what Nick Fuentes says, what Charlie Kirk used to say, what Hassan says, what Destiny says. I'm only just throwing out 4 examples just off the top of my head. There are things in what they say that people that diametrically oppose them will actually agree with. There are. But if there is even 20 or 50% of what you don't agree with in the modern day social zeitgeist, they have to be labeled as an extremist because they said something you don't like and therefore they are evil. That's the ever-loving point. So some of what Nick Fuentes says might make actually sense. I've heard him talk on a few things. And some of the things that he said are not like die-hard racist or white supremacist. There are some points that he makes that are actually that may not specifically be about race, that actually are that are legitimate points. They are reasonable points. Problem is he also does actually say that he is a white supremacist and he sides with Nazis. So unfortunately, that will kill his point. It's the same thing with some of the things that Hassan says, where this has come up a lot lately. How Israel may be buying up U.S. politicians, and I'm not going to get any further deeper that because we will go down a fucking rabbit hole. Like some of the things he says were, Israel maybe influencing politicians in some way. Yeah, I don't want any foreign nation influencing another nation like that. And so like something like that, I maybe be able to agree with. There are like nuggets or kernels or points in what all of these people say that actually can make logical, reasonable sense. But because of the way everything has become so extreme, right now if it's not 100% agreeing with me, then they are an extremist for the opposite side, and they should be ended. And therein lies the problem: is that we are foregoing logic, common sense, and listening to reasonable discussions or reasonable arguments and painting them as extremism. And I'm sorry, but as a nation, America, Canada, or any other fucking nation will not be able to get back on track if you paint every dissenting opinion as extremism and refuse to listen.
Person, honestly. I mean, dude, to have that much of a political following and when he was like 18 or 17, that's freaking nuts. Anyway.
Honestly, I can't even speak on him. I've literally never watched him.
You should, just so you kind of know the hype. It's part of your internet.
Well, he had a Tucker Carlson interview that's going viral. I feel like I
Yeah,
want
I
to watch that
saw
at
that
least for
one.
the sake of comedy.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Because
I think who was it that I watched? I think I watched Asmund. It was either Asmongold's or Nux's video of his. I think it was Nux's video of when Tucker Carlson interviewed Nick Fuentes. And like that was one instance where a lot of the things that he was saying were perfectly rational, reasonable points. He didn't go into extremes in terms of like racism or white supremacy or anything, none of that bullshit. The stuff that they discussed, he had quite, a few or even quite a few perfectly reasonable points of view on things that he discussed with Tucker Carlson.
it is like lots of rage bait, right?
Yes.
$2,973 on this Amazon card.
Yeah, but that was at
83 cents.
$8,000 in May.
Okay, but now you're not going to bring in any money.
Well, now
So
it's just going to be.
So what is it going to be? It's going to be, okay, so credit card debt is here. It's summertime, so we're going to start paying it down, balances and time scale, pays it down. It's winter time now. It starts going up again. We're going to be in this repeated cycle of never actually being able to pay them off because we rack them up when cold. We pay them down low.
Wasn't always working because
okay, well now he won't be able to. Now Fox won't be able to. I mean, he'll get a job, but it's going to be like not great. His career opportunities for a while at least will not be. He's going to be dropping
maybe get that electrician job.
No, I don't think so. He'll stick.
But
with
we're in a tighter
electric or
time market
something.
right now.
I know, but he
Job
can
market.
always get job in electrical. But that's the thing. It's like fucking up his mental health because he absolutely hates it. He's shouldered through it for 5 years, and like. That's part of why he's having these like mental breakdowns. And I don't want you to think like, oh, poor you. You don't want to work. It's like, no, like he wants to work. He does work. He's a hard worker. You can only go so far in a job if it's like, it's one thing to be like, it's not my favorite. It's another thing to be like, this is crushing me and killing me. And I hate this more than anything makes me want to KYS like every day.
Okay.
And that's where he's at with it. But he'll still go back to
Wes,
it.
can you turn on Brandon's mic real quick? Brandon, as a Fuentes watcher, is Nick going to be happy or upset that a black man is watching him?
He's only half black.
I don't think he'll care.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think he'll care. No.
He's not a racist.
But Fox is. Okay, thank you. Very good.
He's made friends with this like white nationalist guy in prison.
Oh,
my
but
sweet
they can't
flock.
accept him because, he's black.
Oh, no. This can't be. I'm 102% African with a 2% margin of error.
That guy knows. Whoever watches Nick knows what I'm saying.
Brandon.
We'll talk, Brandon.
We'll talk in the post show.
Okay.
We have a lot to talk about in the post show because, oh my goodness. Okay, the Amazon
Yeah,
card,
I mean,
2000.
no,
Okay, yeah,
it
we're
is.
winning over the balance. Minimum monthly payment, $109. 13 years to pay this one off if you don't purchase.
This is the
You only
chase.
make minimums, but you're purchasing, and $80 of interest is accruing. You've had multiple late
interest.
fees this year so far, almost 1,000 hours in interest. Pull up your Amazon for me and start a screen recording if you could.
Oh boy. I think I can justify most of these purchases.
Well, let's find out.
Thanks.
Are we gonna see a white hooded outfit in there? We don't know.
Bro.
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't know.
Honestly, I gotta say, Caleb has kind of been the one pushing the racism on this episode. It's like Caleb is kind of feeding this with this episode by pushing the racism. He kind of keeps poking and kind of keeps digging and kind of keeps insinuating. Like she said, like Fox is like her husband is racist. It's but then it's also seems like it's from his past experiences. It sounds like Fox, her husband, has some mental health issues and he didn't grow up in a good environment, and it sounds like his ideology and his viewpoints have stemmed from that. And so maybe it's like that's what it is. But like Caleb is really, yeah, I mean, he's really clipping content farming for the racism in this episode. Like way more than she's giving him. Yeah, honestly, Revan, you're right. Like he is like she is one of the least wild guests. Like she's a little all over the place with her thought processes and like how in her viewpoint she is like kind of like all like she's really scatterbrained, and I do still think that she has a feeling I do still think that mentally speaking she feels like she is living beneath her station. I do think she still has that, but she's not like anywhere near as wild as what we've seen before. Yeah, I mean, Gemini, I was thinking of that comparison too. It's like we are treading very close to the Sydney Sweeney interviewer trying to like, do you want to do a racism? It's like we are starting to tread pretty close to that.
Just so we're clear, his dad was black, and we had a great relationship. His dad he's passed away. So
did he know you had a great relationship?
Yes. He loved me more than Fox. Maybe not. Issue. Your Wi-Fi.
Did you get on Wi-Fi?
I'm on the Wi-Fi. It's on. This is not me. I know that there's 2 different like $45 charges. Those were comforters.
Why don't you connect to 5G? I bet you like that.
I'm on 5G.
Are you scared?
A little bit. If you want to go into
God's
all
sake.
of that, yeah, sure.
I don't know. I just assumed immediately. I never look into that kind of stuff. I don't even know.
Thank you,
It's
Gramps.
supposedly very bad for your health, and it's like
What's good for my
mind
health is looking at your
control.
Amazon.
Well, the Wi-Fi is on, and I cannot get service in your thing. I'm turning the Wi-Fi off.
Okay.
There's nothing lit. I'm not lying.
Close and reopen.
Okay. So 2 of
now
them
we're
were
in tech
purchases
support.
for comforters for my kid.
Yeah, well, Gemini, the whole 5G fear lasted only for 5 seconds because it was something for people to bitch about. That's the so I want to get in this. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Like all of these, like the 5G fear, the microchips and the vaccines. Like this is literally just fear baiting. And it's attention seeking. So it's like, oh, the 5G is going to fuck up your brains. Like someone or a group of people decided to put that out to fear bait. It got clicks. It got people talking about it for a couple months, and then it died off. It died off because like people were like eventually were just like, this is fucking stupid, and people stopped talking about it. Same thing with the microchips and the fucking vaccines and all that shit. It's just like these are little like
it's not 5 grams
attention
to worry
seeking.
about. It's the 10 grams that will kill you.
Kids down comforters because I knew the winter was coming and I don't want to pay to have the heat on all night because we just use like window units and like space heaters, and I knew that would be like super expensive to do that, and it would be cheaper to just buy like nice comforters for them. So that's one of the purchases.
Any of your kids have downs?
No, they are both they are not neurodivergent. They are
Well, look at you being
neurotypical.
PC.
I work with special needs children and I really enjoy it. I enjoy that aspect of it. Like if it was just special needs and I'll still continue to do it. Like I will. It's just, I can't
You're
do
not
it.
on Wi-Fi.
Because I turned it off because it wasn't working.
Turn it back on.
Oh, God.
So
For
we
the
can
love of
say
God.
all the words, but we throw in a little. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
it's too far.
Well, I'm not going to say that to them, but there are some people who are kind of. I have people who are smarter than the normal people. Wi-Fi's on and it's in there. I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
And all of a sudden, now the moment I use it, it's good and going.
Good. Then you have the magic touch.
Yeah, because I followed the instructions. Monster
Colton
natural
knows.
deodorant, still on that hippie.
That is for my child, and it contains no aluminum or chemicals. She is starting to get stinky.
It's
deodorant.
natural.
It's deodorant. It doesn't have phthalates or estrogen disruptors or whatever.
Right, and she's stinky.
The
Because of it.
Stinks. No, now she's not because she has it.
Oh, okay, good.
We had to get that.
Talc-free setting powder.
That was for Halloween makeup.
Okay, lots more makeup stuff.
Lots more.
Uh-oh,
3 things.
black face paint.
Oh my goodness.
We're doing blackface
Oh,
on Halloween
they
tomorrow.
are skeletons. They are both skeletons.
Costumes. Speakers, but those were refunded. Lego said that was back.
That I never
Training
got that. I never
bras.
got that. That was for her. She wanted them.
Yeah. Yep, lots of different cables, comfort.
Yeah, Nooks guy, that's a new one on me too. Like, I'm wondering if this is more of the internet brain rot telling her that mainstream deodorant is containing like estrogen or estrogen blocking shit or something. And so she went with, we get the all natural one that doesn't have the estrogen whatever in it.
Weekly planner, brackets, floating
weekly planner
brackets,
is
bra
my work.
extenders.
I did get a bra extender because I'm getting
Well done.
fat.
Oh, well, don't do that.
Need a little extra.
Swim more. Lots of blankets, as you said.
I mean, Moose, to your point, like, yeah, it's, and I will say, Moose, I don't necessarily think it's a savant. Okay. Chat, school's in session. When it comes to people who are autistic, they are not necessarily savants. It's very easy to say that, people love saying that people that are autistic are savants. They think of the Rain Man thing, or they think of the Good Doctor thing, where it's like they're autistic, so they must be a savant. The thing is that it's not that they're a savant. It's that with people with autism, if it's something that they like or something that they're interested in, their focus is laser focused. And so they will soak up information about a particular thing that they like, and they will soak it up like a sponge. And so they will just know everything there is to know about it. They're not necessarily a savant. They are just incredibly focused. Like the person in my family who is autistic. They know like one of their focuses was the capitals of countries or states. Like you could ask them, what is the capital of Egypt, or what is the capital of Norway? And they will be able to just tell you instantaneously what the capital is. It's because for whatever reason they were incredibly fixated on that thing and just soaked it all up. Same thing with like they know like about like state or country or like country flags. Like you could put a flag in front of them, they would know what country that flag belonged to. It's just it is an intense focus, is an intense hyper fixation that they like that one particular subject, they would just suck that up like a sponge. So it's not necessarily they're a savant, it's just with the autism, it facilitates a great deal of focus on anything that might interest them.
Said lots of sports, athleisure,
That
type
was
of
T-ball.
dishwasher stuff.
Yeah.
Bifocal reading sunglasses. Didn't
That
even
was
know
for
that
my
was a
mother, and she
thing.
paid me for those.
How old's your mom?
73.
And your dad?
78.
What happens when they pass away? You'll just live here rent free? Pay the property taxes and utilities?
I am the only benefactor. So whatever they have will come to me, and I'm actually quite nervous because I don't want to off everything that they've worked their entire lives for.
Well, at this rate, you will be. Multivitamins, a watch, reptile, bull.
We have a
heat lamp,
snake.
and yeah, if we can't afford to pay
Danger
no bills
noodle.
for the kids, I don't think we have a snake. Ooh, 4 things are in the cart. Let's see. The Mythic of Normal by someone.
These
that
are
is
books
trauma
that are on.
Inquisitor, thank you for the tier 3. Thank you so very much.
illness, healing,
These
a
are-
toxic culture.
These are books on, like, to send to in jail, but I get them from a cheaper website. But I just put
Called
them
Amazon.
No,
Oh, okay.
Albris. I think Ali Press.
Big boys and girls union suit, thermal underwear.
That was for the
San
costume.
Antonio.
That was from the costume, but we ended up not
And
getting
yeah,
that.
more
That's
powder
gonna get-
stuff and blackface things. Okay.
No, there is not.
Kind
You
of,
are
a
so
little.
exaggerating. That's completely.
Husband's card, 6 to 7. What is 6 to 7? He has 6 to 7 cards, or
What?
oh, okay, $1,000, and you have no access to it.
For his, yeah. So.
But what's happening while he's in prison then?
It's just there, and I'm not paying it.
Okay, so it's in his
Why?
credit.
Well,
Okay.
I'm planning on when the tax return comes, I can pay off that flat. It's $1,000. It would be under a year old, and that would
How
be
can you
gone.
pay it off if you don't even know how to get in it?
I think I can from not the regular desktop, but from the laptop. But he has to re-give me the password information, and like I think it's doable. I think it's doable. And it's just
Okay.
$1,000. I mean, but
Now,
Like-
Synchrony Bank, Care Credit. What's going on with this?
that is only for dentist and vet. And
Okay,
I've had
I
it.
assume you don't have insurance for both of that. You just
I
have a
have
snake,
insurance. I do have insurance, but
right? For the snake?
What? No pet insurance.
Oh.
It's just insurance for humans. Wait,
Pet insurance is good. I don't know if I'd get it for a snake.
why not?
Is that all you have? Well, I don't know if it even
Oh
offers
boy.
it.
Okay, here we go. We have 2 chickens. My mom mainly takes care of that and pays for that. We have a snake, a fish, a dog, and 3 cats.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And you have no
There's
pet insurance for
fucking
any of
Noah's
them?
Ark in there.
Well, I don't know how you could afford it anyway, but I don't know how you
Right.
could afford an emergency if it popped
We
up.
can't. We would be using a credit card, which is what I want to. This is not okay. It's not okay. It hasn't been okay for the past 5 years.
I agree. Yet you've done nothing in the last 5 years.
No, I disagree with that. I'm paying. I'm
I mean,
paying
we got
off
someone
these
arrested,
cards.
and
I'm paying off these cards.
I swear, you're in you're in a moon cycle though. It's like yes, you do get higher income in the summer, so you pay them down, not all the way, because these are obviously not paid off as we're entering this cold season. And the cold
you're
season
right,
happens, you
you're
cannot live
right.
off of $1,500 with 2 kids and someone in prison that you're also trying to support.
But it
And then
wasn't
also
always-
all these dogs. I know, not always. And then it goes back up. And then by the time we have the high income, I think you're in a moon cycle.
We used to happily wait for swim lesson season, as we called it, to buy our Amazon lists. This year we did not do that. This year I paid off the debt. I paid off all of as much as I could. I was paying at least half of my income toward the debt to get it gone.
I hope that works, but now your income's dried, so I think it's gonna balloon back up. We'll
no,
see.
it can't. I need.
It can't? What do you mean it can't?
Is the course careers for real? Because
Yes, of course. Why would I not gift that to you?
I don't know, because I feel like it's just gonna. I'm gonna put all this time and effort and do it, and then it's not actually gonna produce a result.
Oh, you mean the result of it?
Yes.
So it adds to your resume and skill set heavily. You have to remember, in general, right now, it is a tight labor market.
Right.
So that
Yes,
is
it is.
regardless of what your education is. However, having an extra tool like a certification through Course Careers
But it's
can put you
do
above.
this and you'll be an architectural drafter, and it's like, yeah,
It still
but
depends on
will
you,
I?
your resume, your experience.
Oh. Is she being deliberately dense right now? Like this literally sounds like she's deliberately being dense about this course career thing that he's offering to give her. Like he's literally saying that all it's used is to like give an extra like bolster to your resume for you to apply for jobs, and she's jumping into you could be an architect. It's like, bitch, no. It adds on to what you already have. That's all it does. And I'm wondering if she's being deliberately dense about this whole fucking thing. Well, it's lonely. I'm not prepared to say that yet. But it's yeah, Xanax, it's almost like she's like, she want, like, by getting this course thing that he's offering to give her, like, she's wanting the result of that to be she has a job waiting. There's a job waiting for her when she gets the certification, and that's just not how it fucking works. It's not, I don't think it's that she wants an easy job that is no work and doesn't want to put in the effort lonely. I think she's like, I'm thinking she doesn't want to put in the effort of finding the job in the first place. That's the feeling I got. Not that she wouldn't put effort into a job that she gets, but it's finding the job in the first place that she doesn't want to put the effort into. She's treating this course thing that Caleb is offering to give her like, okay, I'll get this course thing, I'll get the certification to put on my resume, and then I should instantly get a job. And that's not how this fucking works.
I don't have experience
exactly,
in
and
that.
that's where a certification can help. But it also depends on your interview skills and how you form your resume.
Skills.
Okay, well, it depends on a lot of that, right? So,
well, that's why I'm nervous. It's like, okay, obviously I'm going to do it. Obviously, I want to do it. I was going to pay for it out of pocket to do it.
You ever leave a job and think, nah, and then
fast,
handle the care the capable in capitalize.com/financial audit, or click the link below and take back your money today. Okay, it's okay. Listen,
I'm willing to work. I need a break from being chlorinated. I'm swimming in bleach for
that's
life.
fine. Listen, you get that for free instead of spending hundreds of dollars. And when you get a job, set up a Chime account, set up direct deposit, and then you immediately get hundreds of dollars for free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there you go. So instead of paying for the certification, do that with Chime, okay? That's a special link in the below. But
set up that will provide at least through November, December, January.
Okay.
Like I'm confident that I will have things there. Like I have another cleaning position at the pool. I mean,
cleaning at the pool. Okay.
Yes, I will.
You're doing what you do.
I will do what I have to do, and. Just saying, I can do swim lessons. Like I have probably 3 special needs clients that would take twice a week. I have probably 2 or 3 littles that would take a few times a week, and I have 2 adults, and I have one person who wants adaptive swimming. He has a spinal cord injury, and so I have that. So I have people that I can do the lessons, and like I will. But I'm like, dude, I'm so burnt out on this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being told you've been asking clients at Swim Lessons if you could clean their house.
Yeah.
I appreciate the hustle because you have to. The care credit's at $922.65.
That gets paid off every year on a regular basis. That is the one that I
hope so. With a $41 minimum payment.
Right.
But you're solid with it, and that's why there was a late fee this month.
For care credit?
Because I'm solid with it. Yes, a late fee this month.
Fuck.
And not only that, but approximately a late fee, I'm going to say 6 months this year.
Oh, fuck.
5 to 6 months this year.
Don't know.
Okay, but this is the one that you're so confident in.
Because every year I pay it down to 0. With swim lesson money, the first thing they get.
So she's not grasping the fact that because she's so fucking flaky about paying this shit off because I don't know if she's too stupid or doesn't know that auto pay exists. That she's so fucking flighty about this. She's like, oh yeah, I pay it off every year, but it's like you're paying more than you need to. By not paying stuff on time, you're accumulating late fees that you now have to pay in, and then now you're paying more than you actually needed to in the first place if you just kept up with the payments. So yeah, you're paying it off every year, but you're also paying extra into it on top of your finance charges because you can't set up a fucking auto pay.
Every
paid off.
year. Listen,
Yes,
here's the
every year.
thing. Every year can quickly turn into we can't this year.
That's
Just
what I'm
because it's
saying.
happened doesn't mean it's going to happen.
I know, but I'm like, it's like, okay, I'm fully confident that by next summer we could be completely out of debt and like clear, possibly have a little bit of an emergency fund started. But from there, where is it going to go? Because it's like, oh, you need to get retirement. You need to. It seems completely overwhelming to me, especially like even attempting to buy a house. It's like at this point in time,
why's that even a question?
well, because in the next 5 years, you know, my daughter will be 13. She
And
can't
you have
be
a
sharing-
house.
And
2-bedroom. She can't share a room with her brother. And so it's like, do I build onto the house that I have?
But you can still
Do I-
rent there. Definitely don't build onto the house.
I don't know.
I'll
But then
tell
if
you
I'm
that.
renting, it's going to be at least $2,000 to get a 3-bedroom like apartment or duplex or whatever. At that point, wouldn't I just rather have a mortgage payment? It'd be
Depends where everything's looking. At this
I
point,
don't
it's still
know. It
renting
just-
makes more sense
At
usually.
this point, I feel like I'm going to be 60 and that's what I feel
Yes,
like.
you are on schedule for that. So that's
Okay,
what we need
well-
to fix. The deferred interest will hit. And
Right? I'm actually starting to lean more towards she's not crazy. She's frustrated and she's panicking. I'm starting to lean away from the crazy. Now that we're into the finances, I'm leaning away from the crazy. She's starting to hear the numbers. She's starting to hear all these numbers building up. She's hearing what Caleb is saying, who is the financial expert, and he's just like, "What the hell are you doing? What is this going on? I'm seeing a bad cycle here." And I think she's panicking. This is not like her being crazy. This is her panicking. She does shadows, but the problem is she said that her daughter is going to be 13 soon, and her home is only a 2-bedroom home, so I'm guessing she's sharing, like the daughter is sharing the bedroom with the son, and once her daughter hits 13, that's not viable. You know, having her 13-year-old daughter sharing a room with a younger brother. You don't want to do that to a 13-year-old girl. 13-year-old girl needs her own space. And yeah, she's getting overwhelmed and she's panicking. She like the reality, I think the reality of it is starting to come crashing down on her. And I don't think in this, she's not crazy, she's scared. She's scared, she's hearing the reality of it, and she's panicking.
and some in a couple months, and a couple months more for the other ones. So that's pretty
If
bad.
I can get to February without putting anything on credit cards, then the tax return will
We've
hit.
already seen you do that on these statements.
But
Okay,
this
we have
is
a
like
Gap
dire
card.
straight. Oh, Gap.
Including $634 of purchases on this Gap card.
That's correct. That is for clothing for
I
the winter.
I know what it is. I know what Gap is, but that is still going against what you said you need to not do.
No,
Yeah.
they needed to have clothes for the winter.
Well, you still did the thing you said you need to not do, regardless. Like,
Yeah.
you can
Oh my God.
justify anything, but
No,
in
Gap-
order
it's
to
a
execute
30
the plan you want to do, you have to.
It's a
not
$30 minimum payment. They have to have clothes. They grow
I'm
out
not saying
of them.
they don't, but
well,
you
then what am I
specifically-
gonna do?
You specifically said as long as I don't put cards on.
Now she's trying to bargain.
Yes, you're correct.
And then you
You're
immediately do.
correct.
So on multiple
You're
cards we've
correct.
looked at so far, and this takes 2 years to pay off. By the way,
No,
30
that'll be paid off by next.
Okay, it will, and then it doesn't, and then we are where we
No,
are today. Come on,
Care
look what
Credit and Gap.
you have
Care
done.
Credit
Until
and-
He's not angry, he's frustrated. She's panicking and he's frustrated. Because he's pointing out this stuff and she's just popping off she's popping off essentially hopes and dreams levels of excuses for everything he's presenting. She's not listening, and she's like everything he presents to her, she's popping off an excuse. And he's getting frustrated. He's getting frustrated because he can see it's not sinking in. The seriousness of it is not sinking in because she keeps saying, well, this has got to get done, and don't worry, this is going to get paid off. And she's not listening to him. Like and part of that frustration is she came in. She was desperate to get on this show. She's applied to the show. It was like 2 or 3 times, she said. And she's not listening to his advice. She literally came on this show supposedly to get his advice, and she's not listening to his advice. And she's not listening to him, and she's constantly like talking over him and getting excuses. Yeah, and he's getting frustrated, but I think at the same time she's panicking. Legit. I legit do think that she is the reality starting to crumble, like the reality starting to crash down around her, and she is starting to panic. And by default, I think her panic, when she panics, when she gets scared, is she starts throwing out excuses. I think that is her default reaction to fear in something like this.
Gap are always paid off.
And then they're always brought back up. So that means nothing.
But what's the problem with that? If
well,
it's only
you're losing
brought up
interest
and
fees on care credit.
But then what is the like good credit you're always talking about? Like if it's
good
not,
credit
like,
is paying off every single month.
I do pay the minimum payment every month.
Late fee this month.
I've
God!
Dude, I've had it for like 10 years.
Doesn't matter. You're not a credit card person. You've had 2 late fees this year so far on this one, 2 on another card, 6 on the last one.
I paid
hundreds
off,
of dollars
I
of
paid
interest.
It to zero this year.
Buddy,
it's been paid to
that
zero.
That doesn't matter if it goes back up then, and then has late fees and interest accruing. It doesn't matter.
Then what's the fucking point of it?
What are you talking about? To pay it off every month. And if you can't, don't have it. It is not a tool to your advantage.
But no one can pay off like $600 a month.
I do. They do. He does. He does. He
then
does.
let me
he
work
does.
for y'all. You need some organizing done out there, by the way.
No.
I could have this place looking like 10 times
We've given
better.
up on this place because we want to move somewhere.
And I'll be your mover.
Okay, yeah. Well.
I'm serious. I'm great at moving. I've moved like 13 times in a few years.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, either way. I'm just saying the problem is
and yes, it's multiple gap purchases.
I need solid work that's because when
this is also the spending problem.
When
so.
and I got married, when Fox and I got married, it was supposed to be that, you know, he was going to be the breadwinner and I was going to be the stay-at-home mom. And we did that for a while until it's like
you wanted to be full trad.
We did want to be full trad.
Okay.
And then I would just
couldn't even go outside.
And then I would well, he forced himself to. He's quite socialized. It's just like this weird little mask he puts on, I think. I don't know. He's really fun.
Is that the 50% black? Like, is that what you're saying? I don't
No, he's just fun to you would think he's a really social, great person, but he like actually has social anxiety and just stuff. But
I guess he is, Tristan.
Anyway, so yeah, we were supposed to be full trad, and then it was like I started working part-time, and I always kept the summer job because it was just so much income. And then slowly but surely now it's like, okay, now it's like we have to have that money. And so I'd rather like kind of slowly back down those hours and get something that can be year-round for me that is just sustainable.
I mean, I can appreciate that, but there's also just lots of issues in here that are not an income thing. Because here's the thing: the Lowe's, I'm not going to put it down as a debt because it only has $16 on it. Really,
no,
you should be able to pay that off. There you go.
But zero.
But this is indicative of the problem because you had almost $700.
That was from him on his
Then you paid it off.
Yes.
But yet fee and interest still accrued, meaning you did not manage it correctly. You're not a credit card person. It was
like realistically, she needs to like the Lowe's and the Gap, like all these store credit cards. Don't get a store credit card. Chat, I'm telling you right now, never get one of these store credit cards. Gap, Lowe's, what's another like store fucking like a Best Buy credit card. Never get any of those. They are a trap. It's a means to trap you. Because if you do not have enough money to buy that thing from that store and they offer you a credit card, no. Because it means you still don't have the money to buy that thing, and so then you should not buy that thing unless you have the money to do so. Realistically speaking, the average person should have one credit card. One. Don't have multiple credit cards. Don't have multiple lines of credit. The average person should have their bank account and one credit card. That's it. You can use the credit card if you not have the credit card if you need to. Like the credit card realistically should be there the credit card should be there as like a case of an emergency. You should try not to spend it, or if you are trying to build credit, okay, buy your groceries, buy your gas, and as soon as you get home, immediately pay it off as soon as you get home. But your bank account and one credit card is literally all you should need. You should not get any of these store lines of credit like Gap, like Lowe's, like Best Buy. None of those. Don't even fucking touch those. Don't get more credit cards, because if you get more credit cards, there will be the temptation to use it. And you may start, it'll cause you to start racking up a shit ton of debt that will take you forever to pay down. You keep the one that's either an emergency, or you can use it as a credit builder by just buying something small and immediately paying it off. That's positively impacting your credit score. But that's it. That's the biggest problem that we have these days. Is there's such hyperfixation, and in terms of like stuff. There's such an obsession with, I need to get the thing, or I need to get the stuff, because if I don't get the thing, or if I don't get the stuff, then I'm not going to be like part of the cool kids club. It's basically the FOMO thing. Like when it comes to stuff, like you see on fucking social media. And so you got the influencer saying, buy this thing so you can be cool like me, and too many fucking people buy into it, and they buy the thing that maybe is viral for a week, and then it's gone into a junk drawer, or it's gone into the fucking garbage. Like, no. If you can't buy it with what's in your bank account, don't buy it. Or if it's an emergency and you have to use your credit card, okay, use the singular credit card that you own, and then you pay it the fuck off immediately. That's it. Bank account. One checking, maybe one savings if you can. It's always preferable if you can have a savings account just as a backup, as something, something build up, and then one credit card. That is literally all the average working person needs. That's it. You play it like that, you'll if you do accumulate debt, it will be minimal. By doing that way, if you do accumulate any debt that you need to pay off, it will be minimal, and you should be able to handle it, theoretically.
It was a late fee. You've had about 4 late fees this year so far on this card, and hundreds
See?
in interest.
See?
You do not pay
Because
this
he
off. It is
told
at a
me he was paying
37%
it off
interest.
and he wasn't.
What?
Oh
Him?
my
Is this his
God.
card?
Yes.
37 first of all, $123 in late fees, $156
So it is
interest.
at
He was paying it
37%
off
interest.
37% interest. Fuck me running with this interest these days. This is insane. The interest on these cards, we see this all the time on the show. The interest on these cards is insane. That is nuts.
And he wasn't.
What? Him? Is this his card?
Yes.
It's not on your credit. You're an authorized user?
I don't know. I don't know, actually. I don't.
Okay.
We're transparent.
Jesus.
We're transparent.
Me and him together, yes. It's not like he bought anything in secret. Like, I knew he was using that, and I was like, why are we doing this? He's like, I need it for my work because he lost all his tools, blah, 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 drama. And he's like, I'll pay it off. And then he, like, couldn't.
Okay.
Oh,
It's just indicative
Jesus.
of everything that is going on here. What the f even is that? What did you send me? What is this? No one's ever sent me
That's
some
a
bullshit.
That's a Venmo.
This is Venmo exported as an
think.
Excel sheet?
That's what
Great.
they sent me.
Well,
I'm not some noob.
Medical? Well, there's lots of denieds and okay, so what am I looking at here specifically? Because
that's just all medical stuff that was like partly paid off, but we're like
for Fox or you?
Yes, Fox.
Okay, hey, you own $14,000.
Yeah.
Medical. Well,
Yeah.
that will go on collections now.
I mean, I can't. What am I gonna do about that? I can't even get groceries.
You can get on a minimum monthly payment, and they can make it income based, and yours is very low, so it would be super small. But at least so they don't send it to collections of credit. Especially if you're talking about having to get another apartment, get another house, you don't want credit. And we already know Fox is gonna have credit because the Fox.
Mike, she's not a boomer. She's a millennial. She's 41, so she's a millennial. She's not a boomer. Hate to tell you. If she was 51, she'd be she actually 51 wouldn't even be a boomer. It'd be a Gen Xer. If she was 65, she'd be a boomer. Maybe even 70, she'd be a boomer. But no, she's a millennial. This woman is a millennial.
Card is gonna be gone.
It'll be paid off. It'll be fine.
How? You don't have access to it.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Chat. Again, she literally just did the, that'll be fine. That's been the pattern. You know, she's been doing this over and over and over and over again. She's continuously going, nah, it'll be fine.
Figure it out.
So what's the cost so much money?
He got severely sick and he couldn't work for like 3 months, and they
Jeez.
ran all this tests in the emergency room, and it was really
God.
So because we didn't have insurance at the time. Now we do have insurance. So yeah, and then that was also from recently when he was in the jail and then got staph, which turned into MRSA, and then he had to have the emergency surgery. It was from that too.
Okay.
Jesus.
On here, Ally, I see a payment due, but I don't see a balance. I'm assuming this is a car. Here it is.
Is the car that?
Oh, a Kia, 2016 Kia.
Yeah, it's like what?
Okay, is this your primary driver?
Yes.
Yep, $5,824.25. What is the interest on this?
A lot.
What? What is it?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Is it?
Minimum payment's pretty small at $177.02.
I assume the interest is like at 25%.
When'd you get this and why?
What?
Oh, this is the story. Okay, so
no.
Fox.
Okay, first of all, if her car payment is at 25% interest, fuck me, run it. The extra payment, 25% is beyond the realms of fucking insane. That's like fucking robbery. I wonder if her credit score is so fucking low that that's why it's that high. Like her credit is in the shitter, and she went to one of those like, you know, we'll issue a loan to anyone people, and they cranked the fucking interest on that loan. I got the feeling that's what it is. Her credit is fucked. And when she went to get this car, it was like, we finance anybody, and they just fucked her on the interest.
A truck that my parents actually bought him.
Oh, good.
And then
What?
Oh, this is the story. Okay, so Fox had a truck that my parents actually bought him.
Oh, good.
And
oh my God.
then I had a car that my parents actually bought me.
What
and
the
then
fuck?
He crashed his truck, and then I got in an accident with my car, and my car was fixable, but his wasn't. And then my stepdad was like, no, this car isn't safe. You just need to take my other extra car. So then I was driving his extra car, and then we just had the one car that we were sharing for like 9 months because we couldn't afford another car.
Uh-huh.
And then finally we were like, dude, we have to get another car. So we're going to buy a car. This is the first car we ever bought, either of us. Oh, I think
What the
Fox had bought one
hell?
other car. We went there and we thought it was fine, and I read the contract and I was like, yeah, this will be fine, and we got it. It turned out to be a lemon. We had tried to get it fixed through them, through the
Oh my
warranty,
God.
and it went into a lawsuit.
How much do you think it's worth?
Nothing.
Okay,
Like
it's worth $6,000.
$5,000. Oh, okay.
No, you're about
6,000.
break even.
No, we're not even close to breaking even. We're in the hole
How'd
with
you
that.
pay for all that?
We paid for that out of pocket. We paid the down payment. Oh, wait a minute. I think I paid half the down payment and my mom paid half of it. And then
Okay, first and foremost, it sounds like her parents are loaded. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Her parents sound like they are loaded. They bought them 2 cars. They bought them the fucking house. They gave them a 3rd car. Like, what the fuck? There is so much happening here that she's not saying. Like, the parents must be, like, disgustingly rich to be able to just be, like, spending tens of thousands of dollars willy-nilly like this on homes and cars, and, like, they have a spare car that they could just give them. Like, Jesus fuck. Like, I bet you she's just, like, waiting for mommy and daddy to die so she can get the inheritance. I don't even want to think about what kind of inheritance she might be getting from them. Like, Jesus. But who is it? Tristan, to your point, shut up. I drive a Kia, and it's perfectly good. I have had zero problems with my Kia. Thank you very much. It is a perfectly good car. And it's true, Atanashi. By the time they die, they may not have anything left because they're spending it all on their dumbass daughter.
There's no personal responsibility
obviously,
here.
dude, it's embarrassing.
And
It's
is this
not.
45 in student loans yours?
Yeah.
What?
I'm on a repayment plan with that, which is like pay as you earn. I've been on it since 2013. And because my income is so
It
low,
might get
my
revised
payment-
next year. Payment as earned, I don't know, but everything's
I don't
gotten a
know.
lot more simplified under
I'm
the BBB.
fine with whatever they decide. I'm not going to complain.
Well, you'll be
at either
income based on
way.
the repayment assistance program. If that program that you're on right now is no longer
I've
valid,
paid
I don't know.
0 for 10 years.
Well, now it'll probably be like a couple percentage points of your
which
income.
is fine. I mean,
That starts next summer.
that's another thing that I'm going to be different. It's like most people are like, oh, student loans. It's like, well, I signed the paper. I
Yes.
can't believe I haven't
And
even
dropped
had
out,
to-
went back like 1,000 times.
Never got a degree. Like she's spent like 10 years taking fuck classes left and right, $45,000 in student loans, and not even a degree to show for it. What the fuck? She is flighty as fuck.
Yes, and still don't have the fucking paper to show for it.
Well, you shouldn't need to at 40. At this point, you should have the work experience that speaks for itself without the degree.
That's what I'm saying, and I
so I don't know if I would have stayed in.
I don't know. I need a solid direction to be like pointed in because I obviously have like skills that are usable, especially I think working with like special needs kids for like so long. I obviously have like patience, determination, different qualities that would be great for any employer. I'm not too particular about what it would be. I'd love to be
I want
like
to look
a
at your resume in the
secretary.
post show. Because it all also depends how you're framing it. If it looks like you're going to just accept a job for a quick paycheck and immediately leave.
No.
Because lots of resumes look like that.
At the top
Raytheon,
of it-
I do too.
Okay, at the
I'll
top of
review
it, I put that.
I do too. I also question her skills that she is touting so thoroughly here.
That I am eager to
I'll
benefit
review.
a company to help make them money. I want to be a moneymaker for the company to benefit the
And
company.
does Fox have student loans?
No.
Okay. Surprisingly, no overdrafts in this checking account. I want to make sure first, though, before I go in. Oh, nope. Yeah. No, 130 in overdraft.
Yeah.
Great.
NSF charge. Right there.
First, though, before I go in. Oh, nope. Yeah. No, 130 in overdraft fees this year.
Yeah.
Great. I want to make sure first, is that all the debt we got?
Yes.
Overdrafting, why the Because your income hasn't gone down until now.
No, I mean, the income didn't, I don't start swim lessons until May. Now, I had a tiny bit of income coming in from like part-time coaching, but that was just like a few hundred, maybe like up to 600 a month to like pay off some of the credit card minimum payments. And then
Wait, what did she just say?
coming in from like part-time coaching, but that was just like a few hundred, maybe like up to 600 a month to like pay off some of the credit card minimum payments. And then like Fox was like working and paying most of the bills, and some of that he wasn't because of mental health, because he's going to prison because he broke his own morality. And now his wife and kids are going to be abandoned for a year.
Okay. Whew. An interesting one. Amazon restaurant. Amazon.
That's
okay.
I get 50% off, and
Oh,
I
you're
had
still
my
spending
kids
a ton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
God.
$30 there.
I looked at it
20
after
bucks
I sent
there.
it to you, and I was like,
20
oh, I'm.
bucks. Yeah. So Amazon Pool Food, Amazon Pool Food, Amazon Pool Food, Prime Video, Amazon
The Prime Video was for my friend, and they paid me for that.
Okay, well, there's two of them. And then
correct.
Amazon, and then Pool Food, Amazon, Evergreen Restaurant. Oh, more. Okay, good. Netflix,
Oh.
Brevity, Amazon, Swimolette, Prime Video.
Swim.
Really has come with words, doesn't he? Swim outlet, Caleb. It's literally swimolets. Caleb can't do words. Caleb has problems with words. Words are hard. It's literally swim outlet, and she's about to say that. Yeah, I tried to pronounce Wait, was it him that tried to pronounce charades, or was that no? Was it Caleb? There was the other one that what was the one word that he like could not get? Was it Caleb? Okay. Then he tried to like. There's a couple times where it's like the basic fucking words. And he's like blah blah. Can't fucking pronounce it.
Amazon Swimolette, Prime Video,
Swim outlet.
Texas
Wait.
GM, yeah, Texas GM American, Etsy.
Swim.
Costco's probably groceries.
Yes.
Nayax, Canteen, vending machine.
Wait,
Vending machine.
No,
Vending
stop,
machine.
stop. That is from when I went to the prison to visit.
How many vending machines do you need to do out there?
Well, I
did
had
like
the
1,000.
kids, so I have the kids, and I'm like, we're there for 4 hours, and they have nothing, and you're
How
not
often are
allowed.
you going to prison with
You're
the
not
kids?
allowed to bring.
What do the kids think of this?
They know that if you break the law, you go to jail.
Yeah, what do they think about it?
They are sad, but they know that.
Do people with their kids know daddy's in jail?
I've told them, I'm like, you can tell who you want, but you need to know that you need to know that if you make the choice to tell people, you might get made fun of because this is something weird that like most families don't have to go through. So they kind of keep it to themselves.
Yeah, very smart. Amazon, something department.
But
maybe
you're
that's
not
the
allowed
prison.
to bring food and drinks in
Scholastic
there.
Education and Amazon. Yeah.
Oh God, is that? Oh God, is Scholastic Education like the Scholastic Book Fairs? Do we think that that's what this Scholastic Education is? It's like like the book fairs that the kids have these days. God, that's a lot of money. Holy crap, Scholastic Book Fairs are a lot of money. I agree, Matter. Thank you for the tier 1.
Which makes sense. He already got in trouble for smuggling once already. No more needed.
Apparently, they get
And
some of the
who's
inmates.
they? Because I am concerned when you say they.
Some of the inmates get quote unquote packages from drones.
Well, yes, prisons have a massive smuggling problem. Of course, they get it some way.
But I never knew it was like from drones. That's crazy.
Makes sense. Modern day technology.
So I remember hearing I remember hearing like 1 or 2 stories about the drone smuggling drops. I don't think they're anywhere close to being as prevalent as the internet has told her. There were a couple stories about it that made the news, like when it first happened, like, oh, the prisoners are getting like drugs or something smuggled in via drone drops. And yeah, it may depend on the place. I don't think it's like widespread as she believes. But then again, she's like ankle deep into the internet conspiracy theory shit, so she probably believes it wholeheartedly, like that prisons across the country are just getting drone airdrops for drugs and shit.
Anyways.
That makes sense.
No, he's not involved in any of that.
What I don't see was any savings or retirement.
Yeah,
Is
0.
that correct?
None.
Well,
I am
not surprised, but-
lined up to probably inherit the group swimming lesson program. My boss doesn't have any children or really any family.
Why you?
Because I've been there for 15 years and I care about
Sure,
it more
but
than
why
anyone.
you?
Because I'm responsible. And
Yeah,
because
but
I'll
why
keep
would
it
she pick
going.
you?
Well, she did.
She already
Obviously,
did.
because she trusts
Okay.
me. She gave me a notarized copy of her will.
Whoa! And okay, so what is this valued at?
I'm not sure, but potentially 40 to 60,000 in 2 months.
Okay. Well, let's see how you manage it, because we have how you manage your house.
I've already managed my own swim lesson program at the natatorium in the way that she does it. So it's viable and I can definitely maintain it. The only reason I can't do it full time at the natatorium is because I don't have the teacher supply. During the summer, she has the supply of teachers because everyone's off of school. But during the school year, it's way harder to get someone who's just going to work 2 or 3 hours, and that's it.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna make the budget, but before we do, I mean, we got this episode was just wild, and we have so many more wild things in the post show. More of her backstory, you can only imagine that got her into this. Looking at her resume, and just even her mom's just endlessly bailing out, and we're gonna talk about that even more.
Yeah, but let's not talk too. Please, I don't want to just shit all over her.
Who?
My mom.
You don't have to.
Oh my
Okay, so total income, $1,500, I guess. Rent, we're gonna say zero because you're not required to.
Zero.
Utilities, do you pay that?
I pay the electric and she pays the water.
How much is electric?
Electric is about $250 a month.
Internet?
$80.
Do you?
I pay it.
Let's get your minimum monthly debt payments without student loans or medical yet. Okay, well, this eats a third already.
Right.
$507.20.
Yep.
2 cents. Now, to be clear, I want to make it very clear because obviously this is going to be very tight. Do not pay debt if it comes between choosing to pay a minimum monthly payment or paying for utilities and food on the table. Debt can go fuck itself when it comes to the necessities of the house. To be very clear, I want you to pay debt. I want you to be... Okay, phone bill?
My mom pays it.
Hey, groceries. What do you budget for groceries?
So we do Costco like maybe every 2 months, maybe like 6 weeks to 2 months, and it's usually $200 to $300. And then HEB is like anywhere from $50 to $100 a week, depending on how much Costco like kind of the weight is in Costco because I get like a lot of frozen meats and like yogurt in bulk.
Tell me, for all three of you, do $400 a month?
$400 to $600.
Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say
it depends.
At minimum.
Well,
at minimum,
yeah.
And even that's a bit tight. Because I want to say 6.
They eat dinner with my mom sometimes because like she picks them up from school.
Okay, then I'll say 5. Okay, vroom drive gas.
Whoa,
$40 a week.
Okay, so 160.
Yep.
Car insurance.
And Rover.
165, and that's also renter's insurance.
Okay.
But I've already paid that out through I think February. So I don't have those.
I'll put an asterisk by it then. Okay, and TP fund, anything else for you and the kids? I'm gonna say 150. We're keeping it really tight.
All right.
Sports activities, whatever.
Pretty over.
Tampons, all the good stuff. Okay, medical health care. Are there co-pays on a monthly basis I need to put in?
No. I mean, we have the insurance. No,
it's horrible to say, but I can't put any pet insurance. But how much for pet food?
About
it's got to be like $200
a month.
Okay.
No way.
I'm not even gonna try.
I have
with the snake, a dog, and 3 cats. Pet food is only $60. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. With all 5 of those animals, you're only gonna be spending $60 on pet food. I don't think so. You're probably spending at least $100 or $120 on pet food.
Netflix and Amazon Prime and Spotify.
Let me see if I can put in 20 and you figure out where it goes. 25. Is there a gym?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Bro, I can't
think she said she had 3 cats, Jack.
Get groceries. I'm not going to the gym.
And her mom takes care of the chickens.
You can do push-ups at your house for free.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. I mean, because, you're already over budget by hundreds. And I didn't even do pet insurance, which you pretty much have to do at $50 a pop. You're already at $1,900. This just doesn't make sense.
I know, but...
Which is why, in my mind, debt will go up. And then you focus on paying it off again in the summer, and then it goes. It's just gonna be a rebound.
I need
forever.
a solid career.
I agree.
I need to be the breadwinner. And
here's what I'll do.
When Fox gets out, he can figure out what he's gonna do.
Which
and if
I
we have
agree
2
with
full-time incomes, would be great.
I agree with that. Listen, I'll get you as many course career certifications as you want. Usually we just do 1, but you need to figure this out. For this, I'm doing this for the kids. I'm not even doing it for you, honestly.
Thank you, because
it's for the kids, because you need to go get a fucking career now. So you're gonna gather as much as you can, and you're gonna start working it. But it's gonna be harder to start a career at 41. It really is. Not that you can't. Not that it can't be done, but brought from scratch without the experience, yes, it will be harder. So you're gonna focus on that, and then you're gonna go hard into grinding 40 hours a week at a job that is a consistent consistent level income while
Yes.
working second and third jobs as well. Now, once you actually start bringing in like $2,500, we should be able to tackle down this a lot of this debt relatively decently. It's going to take a few years still, but that's
remember,
fine.
in June, I'm going to be making
We're not relying on that
7,000.
anymore, though, because you're focusing on getting a
Yeah.
career now that is consistent.
That's been the consistent problem for her. Is she is consistently going, well, in the future, in the future, in the future, in the future, and she's not focusing on anything that's happening in the now. She's not looking at the problems of today. She's looking at the solutions months down the line, 6, 8 months down the line. She's like, oh, there's going to be a solution 6 or 8 months down the line. And she hasn't figured out what the fuck she's gonna do for that 6 to 8 months to get there. And yeah, the future thing is not a sure thing either. That's like been her whole thing. Is like whole thing. That's why like the entire time she's like, yeah, it'll be fine. That'll be fine. Nah, it'll be fine. Because she's looking like in the future. She's thinking like, oh, something's gonna happen in the future that'll take care of all this. Nothing for sure. And not looking at what the fuck is right in front of. That's why this entire thing, she's been talking over Caleb the entire time. Everything and that's why Caleb's been getting so frustrated. She's not living in reality. She's like thinking it's all gonna be fine down the line. Plus, she was also like panicking and getting scared and basically feeding into her own delusion while Caleb is trying to explain shit to her, and she's not listening to anything he's saying, not listening to the advice he's giving, because him giving the advice is painful, and she's just like, no, I don't want to hear it. No, it's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Until she actually starts focusing on the here and now. Nothing is going to be fine.
Right, but I can't leave the pool. I have to at least maintain some. That's another hard part of it, because
that's going to throw a complication into your career.
If I'm going to inherit the program, I have to at least.
Okay,
stay
when's
there
the
a little bit.
inheritance going to be?
Well, she's like 75, I think. So I don't know how long she's going to keep doing it.
So, well, you haven't had a conversation?
I mean, a little bit. She'll probably do it for another 10 years.
How do you start a career if in the summer you can't do career?
I don't know.
Okay, then I'm just going to go to the post
Because I would work both. Because I would work both. I would work 2 jobs like you're suggesting, or 3 jobs.
Yeah, but the hours are... Okay, whatever. Hammer financial score. Okay, spending a budget, you overspend 0 out of 10. Debt. Well... Medical's basically in collections, but it's not technically yet. 1 out of 10 for your income level for sure. Emergency fund 0 out of 10. Retirement 0 out of 10. Real estate 0 out of 10. You don't own the house yet. You're not on the deed yet. No. Round it up 0.5 out of 10. Click that join button for an extra insane 20 minutes of this episode and every other episode by joining Hammer Elite, including 3 premium shows posted every single day, Monday through Friday. Number 1, membership on YouTube for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. See you there.
I just want to be able to make money for my kids.
It's okay. I get it.
It's not okay. That's the point. It's
well,
like
no, feelings okay.
Life. And I brought my kids into it.
ICE has really big sign-on bonuses right now.
Hammer Elite is the best YouTube membership on the platform, and I just upgraded it. 3 exclusive dedicated shows every single day, Monday through Friday.
Oh my
God. Join with the link in the pinned comment or description below. This is the best membership you'll ever join. That's a promise.
Holy shit. Yeah, that post show is going to be, is reality for asking it. I think the ICE thing that his guy said was a joke. I'm pretty sure the ICE thing that his guy was talking about was a joke. You know, probably something in relation to what her husband did by smuggling illegals or something. It's that, but holy crap. Like, this is just, oh God. Like, she's, I think that post show is when the reality finally hit. She spent the entire show, the entire audit, refusing to deal with reality. And I think finally it's hit it. I do believe that finally reality is setting in.